Good morning, crew. How is everybody doing? It is June 2nd, 2021, and it is Wednesday. Wednesday morning. Market is about to open. We are 20 seconds away from the fun. At least we hope it's fun. Hasn't been too much fun the past few days, but hey, it is what it is. We'll take what we can get. We'll try to make a little money. Name of the game now is to be patient. Find those entries, scalp them we can. Hopefully we get a trend day. Who knows? The volume is the name of the game today. VIX and volume, baby. Watching VIX and volume. Without volume, we don't go anywhere. Have a strong support at 419. Currently at 420.26. There's the bell. We're off to the races. 6 hours and 30 minutes of fun. 3 o'clock Central Time, is when we close. Let's see what we got going on. What's going on, Cammy Graybull? What's up, Chief? How's it going? Department of Car Stereo Repair. Love it. Framingham, good morning. A lot of people. We had another mention on Reddit last night. We popped over 500 people overnight. 500 people added to the group. Fantastic, man. I love the I love the support. I love the influx of people. I love the community coming together. It's good stuff. Every time was what I love to see. Every time there's a mention on SPY for, hey, who trades options? Who trades SPY? All of y'all come to my aid and you mention the subreddit. I love it. It's good stuff. I appreciate y'all. Anyway, currently SPY has a slight gap up in the morning to 420.16. The whole market is basically flat. 0.14, minus 0.2, 0.09. Just, little tepid stuff up and down. Nothing crazy at all. So, no, we're just going to watch. We're going to see what happens right out the gate. SPY, big red candle off to open the morning. I'm going to shrink this down a little bit right here. And I'm going to zoom this out a little bit so we can see a little bit more. The Q's up 0.05, SPY's up 0.07. Let's take a look at the XLK, which is a tech sector here. They are basically trading flat. Everything is tepid, flat, nothing to go crazy about. Hopefully we have a little bit of action today because I do not want to sit here and face chop yet another day. I'm currently looking at June 7th, 422s, June 7th, 417s. I'm going to post that in the Discord real quick so everyone can know. Watch list, here we go. Watch list. June 7th, 422s, June 7th, 417. There you go. Calls and puts. There you go. Oh, hey, got to jump in the Patreon chat. There we go. All right, Patreon chatters, just added you in there. My apologies, you didn't miss much. So currently waiting on there. Morning is currently 138.02 for the XLK, currently increasing there. That's cool stuff. Let's look at the financial sector. They popped it, but they're selling off right there. XLB, they're tanking. Holy smokes, materials is tanking. What's going on there? SPY back here, currently a little bit of downtrend. I'm going to delete the morning ranges or the afternoon ranges from yesterday. We don't need those. 419.94. I'm not sure, Dan. How's everybody's audio this morning on YouTube? Is everything looking good? Cool stuff. Had a nice long chat with my developer this morning and last night about speccing out my system here. It should be here in about a week or so, 2 weeks. Actually, when I come back from vacation, we should be good to go here. So we will have an awesome system ready to go, and it should be limited delays to y'all. June 7th, 422 calls are currently trading for $1.07 each. I've got those pinged up right now. I appreciate y'all being here. It's good stuff. Audio sounds smooth so far. Good stuff, Rodo. Thank you. Awesome. All right. Andrew Jarrett. Hey, I know an Andrew Jarrett. I wonder if you're from my hometown. Let's do it, Andrew. All right, 200 people starting out this morning. Good stuff. Another downtrend is kind of what I expected. This little morning pop, no volume, little fade in the morning here. So let's see what happens. Is there an OM Facebook page? There is not an OM Facebook page. I do not use Facebook, so I can't imagine that I'll have one. I thought about creating one just so an imposter wouldn't do it. But, yeah, other than that, negative. Coming in loud and clear. Coming in 5 Cs. I love it. That's what they say on the radios when we're flying ATC. I got you loud and clear. I got you 5 Cs. Cool. 5 by 5. What's up, Daily Success? Dan, Andrew, Weekend Playa. What up? I love it. I love it. Cool. Currently trying to get sponsored by Rocat. Man, I've been reaching out to them. I love their products. I want to showcase them on my channel, especially once I start doing some video. With their increasing membership, we'll see what happens. What's up, brethren? How you doing, buddy? Love the energy this morning. Yeah, it's been a long morning, man. I've got my latte. I've got my espresso shots with me. Sent my kids off to the last day of kindergarten, last day of school. So that's been fun. It's been fun. What's up, Henny? Yeah, Rocat, man. That's the electronics manufacturer. They do those fancy keyboards and stuff like that, cameras. Espresso, not espresso. Is that what I said? Espresso? Yeah, espresso. You're right. I didn't mean to butcher that one. I'm trying to become more refined for y'all. I'm just like a Neanderthal military pilot. I'm not as refined as everybody. I gotta get that better. What's up, MMA hype watch? What's going on? Do you have any hype watches for some MMA fights coming up? What do you got? Love watching some MMA. All right, so got a little green coming here and SPY in the 1 minute candle. I'm just gonna leave up the 1 minute chart until we start forming some themes here. You didn't set your volume profile yet. Yep, I still got that up there. Where's it at? Hey, where's it at? Where'd my volume profile go? I just realized that was gone. All right, hold on. Let me add it back. I don't like that. All right, VP. There it is. All right, thank you for pointing that out. Someone's been tinkering with my profile. All right, so yeah, on the 5 minute chart, we have the strong volume right here at this 420 because we spent all day. So we expect this point of control being right here at this 420 because we've got all this consolidation from yesterday. This is just the 5 minute chart, so it doesn't take them that long. So if we go out to the 1 minute and kind of zoom out, the 1 month, you see right here, the point of control has moved up from the 419 level to the upper range of the 419, lower 420. Yesterday it was down here. Today it's up here because we had this consolidation. So it started with the point of control a little bit. Either way, we're still right at that point of control. And until we have some volume take this down, I think we're going to hover around right here. So the first half hour will never be considered for trading. I would never say never because I have traded the first 30 minutes of the day, but usually you have a lot of volatility the first 30 minutes, and it's a little unpredictable. And unpredictability brings in too much risk for me, so usually I try to avoid the first 30 minutes of the day. However, if I do see a good setup, for example, if I see a strong bright green day, everything's up 1.5, 2%, like a strong bright green day, but for some reason we have a little bit of a fade in the morning, like a quick fade, maybe a quick profit taking, I will buy that dip because chances are it's going back up. But it's very, it has to meet certain criteria, and this does meet criteria. Now, I figured we'd have this little sell-off here because we have no volume, so I'll just have this little fade in the morning, and then we're going to stop, we're going to hammer time, and we're going sideways, chop. Yeah. Anyway, we added over 500 people last night on the Reddit community. I love it, and it's still growing. We just added another 100. About a minute and a half ago, I opened Reddit and I just refreshed it, and it just popped up 100 people. So, good stuff, man. I love it. I love the community. Everyone wants something simple, repeatable, profitable. That's all we got. Simple, repeatable, and profitable. It's not fancy. It's not sexy. But it works. And guess what? Contrary to what pop culture tells you, what Reddit tells you, becoming wealthy and financially independent is not sexy. It's slow, consistent, grinding work. So, good stuff. All right, anyway, SPY is still selling off. It looks very similar to yesterday. If this continues, I'll grab some quick puts. I'll scalp some quick puts. Right now, just a little bit of sell-off here. Technology sector currently trending down right here after the morning pop. I'm going to jump back in the SPY exchange room. All right, so 420 right here, reject that once again. Same thing from yesterday. So right up here, you can kind of see right here yesterday. Came down, all the way down, settled this 420 level. Bam, we bounced off of it. We just can't pop that 420 level. Here we are again, just rejecting all the way down. All the way down. Right now I'm doing 417. The June 7th, 417. Yes, it is, Chief. Sexy is definitely overrated because sexy gets you in trouble. So nice and easy, slow and steady. Nightfrog says, what is your watch list? I have a whole bunch on my watch list. I have all the sectors, XLK, E, B right here, XLF. I've got the Qs, which is very, very important. Probably the most important one related to SPY. I've got the 20-year bonds. I've got all of FANG, which is right here, plus Microsoft. I've got the VIX, DXY. I've got XPX and TNX. These are the ones. And then, of course, I've got the futures up there. Oh, you're talking about what I'm trading. Yeah, I posted an OM only plays room. That's going to be the June 7th, 422 calls. June 7th, 417 puts. So nice and easy, nice and easy. Got a little rebound here with the SPY. 292 people watching. Good stuff. Big rebound from the SPY on the 1-minute chart. Volatility coming into play. What's the Qs doing? Qs are beasting, almost fully recovered from what had happened this morning. Let's check the SPY right here. Financial sector's down a little bit too. Put and call price point right now. They're currently trading at $1 for the calls, the 422 calls. Kind of where I like to see them right now. Things are a little bit cheap. I'll let you know when I start ironing an entry of what that price point will be. Possibly, yeah, for sure. For sure, John, for sure. Oh, good stuff, MMA. Yeah, Nate Diaz versus Leon Edwards. Yeah, that'll be a good one. That'll be a good one. All right, so I'm curious. Let's switch over to 3 here. I'm curious to see. So we've currently crossing VWAP on the upside here on the 3-minute chart, and we're approaching the 8. If we pop off that 8, I might consider taking a very, very quick scalp put because we reject that 8 EMA all day long on a downtrend. And if we reject that 8 EMA, we'll be coming down a lot more. But we'll see. Q's starting to look a little strong. I believe what you're seeing here is the fib. So let me see if I can delete that fib. What's going on? Let's auto correct that. Yep, that's the fib. We're going to take that out right now. I don't like to keep that up while I'm trading. Let's go back to the days. Delete the ranges on the Q. And right here. 3-minute on the SPY right there. Booyah. All right, cool. Well, y'all being new here, what questions do you have? What question do you have? What do you have for me? What do you have for the community? Post them in the YouTube live chats. So go over to the Discord, post them in the SPY exchange room, or of course you can shoot me a DM. I have 2 other options. You can shoot me an email, optionsmillionaire2020@gmail.com, or you can join us on Instagram, options.millionaire. Nice and easy. New here, morning. What's going on? See you, Tiger. Thanks for being here. I don't know about y'all, but we got a nice, dreary, rainy day out there today. Good day to be inside trading. Good as raining. Good for my tomatoes, though. Another red candle here. Let's see if we can reject the 8 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Sunny there. Good stuff, Henny. Good stuff. Good stuff. How do you gain access to the Discord? Let me get the invite link for you. All right, there's a link to the Discord. Take that, go into the Discord, and click on the Getting Started channel, and then vote for your role that you want. The most important one is options there. That gets you into all of the channels you want related to SPY. What's up, Anna? How's it going? Or I guess I should say Anna, if that's just one end. I'm not sure. But either one, good morning. Thanks for being here. SPY currently climbing up, approaching the 34 EMA and the 21 on the 3. Let's see if it bounces right off. 5-minute chart. There you go. Still increasing. Steven says, been watching to learn for a bit, but today will be the first day I trade live with y'all. Good stuff, Steven. I appreciate that. It'll be a good day to learn, hopefully. Big volume coming back in. Well, not big volume, but big price action coming in here to bring this back up. Currently bouncing off the point of control on the 3-minute. Let's see if we could break that point of control. I'll let you know here in a few minutes there, Framingham. This is why I don't play the first 30 minutes. Completely unpredictable. We don't have a strong green day today, so this huge bounce here, this huge pop. Let's see where it goes. We have this huge sell-off, huge pop. You usually only see this in a very strong market. Today's not necessarily strong, so we'll see what happens. Do we come up here and reject the pre-market highs of 420.61? I'll let you know. Got about another 15 minutes till we draw the lines. Draw the lines. All right, just digging through here, looking at a few things before. Let me see. Man, SPY is beasting this morning. Holy smokes, look at that. Q is on the rise. XLF is on the rise. Nope. Oh, it fell, but now it's kind of a little tinkered here. Let me get a little green action going to there. Technology sector is beasting. So it looks like it's a tech day today, at least starting out in the morning. And that's the name of the game. Tech, that's pretty much been the determinant factor in the past 3 or 4 days is tech. Tech's down, SPY's down. Tech's up, SPY's up. Financial sector, not really so much of a factor the past few days. We'll see if that holds true today, though. Yeah, there's big old green candles on the 3-minute chart for sure. Let's take a look at the 5. All right, so we popped down below VWAP and all the indicators, immediately rounds back up, and we are currently testing session highs. So there you go. There you go. All right, going over to the Qs again. Still no slowing down. Now, if this continues on, we form our ranges. This could be a trend day. We'll keep an eye on it. I would be surprised if it was a trend day, but if we get that, we'll play it appropriately. What's up? What's up, Ever Forward? Howard, what's going on, man? Not yet, Dan. I'm going to get down to that. I had a busy few past couple hours. This is why I do not play the first 30 minutes normally, because this was a little unpredictable here. So I'm out. I will see here. Thunderbirds inbound tomorrow. Good stuff with Papi de Grande. I love the Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds are fantastic. What are the best days to make most money on SPY? Trend days, absolutely. Trend days are without a doubt, hands down, the best time to make some money. Good morning. Well, good morning. Yeah, Thunderbirds and Blue Angels, awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff. I love watching them. Makes my blood pump. There's a little excitement there for you if you like that. It's been a pretty boring few days, so cool stuff. I have not, Julie. However, if I do ever add anything to the system, it will be the queues. So I think the queues would go along great with this system. It would go fantastic. All right, so currently right up here, right close to session highs here. So we're going to see if we reject or continue on forward. We might actually see if we can do a consolidation base and then climb up. Nice, Jonathan. Awesome stuff. Fly by your house all the time. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so here's the thing. On trend days, the SPY loves to follow the 8 EMA and the 5-minute chart. So if this is a trend day, what I want to see, I want to see this price consolidate for a few minutes here, let this 8 EMA catch up a little bit, and then we pop off the 8 and start climbing up. That's a trend day because as the 8 EMA climbs, the price just sits here and just bounces off the 8 EMA all the way up. That's a good trend day. So that'll give me the confidence. If this continues to bounce off the 8 up and up and up, we'll enter some calls and get a little win here on the trend day. But until then, I'm just sitting here watching, waiting things to come out. XLK is absolutely beasting, so it's definitely a tech strong day. XLF is starting to follow along. Qs are still beasting right up here at the top, and now we're just waiting. Nice stuff, whacked a little in and out, 7%. A lot of cool wins this morning in the room. Good stuff. Spend some time at Nellis. T-Birds are fantastic. Yeah, that's awesome, Chief, man. That's... the watching them do that, especially when there's training, it's really cool to see. It's real cool to see. Trending happens about 30% of the time. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I don't know the exact numbers, but I'd agree with that. I would say once every week and a half, we get ourselves a nice trend day, a real trend day. Corey says, I'm interested in your workspace setup. I know you got the latte, but maybe some future video content of the actual physical layout, mouse screens. Yeah. Well, right now, this whole online presence is new to me. So I didn't anticipate this. Right now, in this past summer, back in July, I custom built this office space with built-in shelves and my custom office with my little one monitor, my 34-inch LG monitor. It'll work great for me. That's exactly what I wanted for me, but it doesn't work well in building content for y'all. So that's why I have a new system ordered. It's in route, another week or so. Once I get that set up, yeah, I'll start incorporating video. Maybe I'll do a face reveal in June, July, and what I'm actually sitting at now will actually be the backdrop for the videos because it's actually very pretty. I spent a lot of time, custom built these myself. I'm proud of them. So you'll be seeing those featured in the background. It'll be the background of my videos. So yeah, I'll do a video about that. So yeah. All right, pre-market high. I'm going to put a line right here. There's the pre-market high. Bam. And it appears we're rejecting the same ceiling. That's true, Denise. That's true. Got about 10 minutes till we form our ranges. Let's see what happens. There's a point of control. I'm going to take this line. I'm going to go ahead and draw the low, even though it could go lower. But if it does, that would be surprising. That's the low for right now. Low for right now. Low for right now. Yeah, right now I've got the with the specs there on my computer. I've got that 3070 graphics card as well as the Ryzen 9, the AMD Ryzen 9 processor. So it's definitely gonna be a beast of a computer. Mainly because I wanted to turn out good content for y'all, video editing, and then I want to play a little Flight Simulator on my spare time, whatever spare time I have. Yes, that's right, Tobias. Yep, price is above VWAP right now on the 5-minute right here. Currently rejecting the set pre-market highs, which that'll be a pretty big sticking point. You kind of see here the volume node is up there right at the largest one is 420.65, and we're right at that now and popping through. So we'll see. Yep. I think so, Zach. I think so. Plus, my kids like to play too, so got to teach them how to fly. And Microsoft Simulator, Flight Simulator is actually pretty accurate. All right, currently we got almost 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern time. We're about 30 minutes into the market open. We've had a big sell-off, big pop, recovery, and we are currently at pre-market highs. If we reject, I'll take a quick scalp put if this comes back down. The name of the game is quick in and outs until we get a trend. Once we get a trend day, we'll hold for a couple of hours, hopefully, or maybe at least an hour, 30 minutes or so. But until then, we're scalping in and out, quick. We're not being greedy. We'll take our 5 to 10% and move on. Got to teach them young. Yep, absolutely. You got to teach them young. So look at this volume node right here. This is the 5-minute chart, so short time frame, but right there, it's bouncing right off. We're currently trending on the top. Now, if this is going to turn into a trend day, so far it's looking good because it's stuck to the top half of the range right here. That's a good sign for us if we want to be a trend day, because usually in trends, we hover right around here, we pop, we consolidate, we hover, and then boom, off to the races. In fact, let's go back to the 25th and take a look. I think it's 25th. Let's see. Could be the 21st. Go to. And where did all my stuff go? There we go. Okay. Yeah, this was it here. The 24th was... No, there's going to be the 20th is the day I was referring to, I believe. Yeah, so this was a nice trend day here. So we came up, we popped, and we hovered at the top of the range for a while, which is this little consolidation, and then we went off to the races. So that sticking to the top end of the range is good for us. It comes out the gate and see, here's another trend day. It pops, consolidates, and goes higher. This is a little further on the day, though, but would never actually get this huge chop down. So we wanted to stay on the top of the channel. June, let's go back to June 2nd. Go to, here we go. Currently top of the channel still. I like it. I'm going to switch over to 3 so I can watch some price fluctuations a little quicker. I believe Top Gun 2 comes out in the last half of the year. If we do pop down, though, and this become the range day, then you play the channel. And here's the deal. If you are new, Here's what I do at least. I never play the inside of the range. You play the tops and bottoms, and then you play the breakouts. So if this comes up, we play calls and play the breakouts. If we come down here and break down, you play the puts. You can play puts here, calls here off the bounce, but you never play the inside. That's where you get smoked because you can have inner range reversals. You get smoked. You come down here, you play puts here, it can turn up, and you get smoked. And the other way side. XLF currently down but increasing. XLK popped, big red candle off here though. The Qs, big sell off. Interesting. XLK come down here. Where's the VIX? VIX is out right here. VIX is up big, but then since decreasing. Bonds are off right now, but about 0.13. They popped and they're selling off a little bit. Trade live, and we shall follow. Just make sure you agree with the trade. Don't just blindly follow anything I post, please. Use your own due diligence. And for those of you listening, I do have my office doors shut. DJ Roomba started up. It's DJ Roomba. What's the Qs doing? Tempted to take a put here. Qs are starting to sell off, and just to play the range. SPY is currently at the top of the range here. We got 4 minutes till we form the ranges here, but if this just sells off, we could bring it down from 420.35 down to 419.55. Get a few percentage gain out of here. I would say a good time to take some puts. That's right, weekend playa. That's exactly what I'm doing. XLF, XLK. Energy is up sideways now. Cool, Peter. I'm thanks you're here, man. Thank you. You know, it's all about reliability and consistency, so I appreciate you joining by and looking for something a little more substantial. Man, it's crazy. Awesome stuff. Every time I hit refresh, we add another 50 people in Reddit. Good stuff. A lot of people want something that's profitable and consistent. They're tired of gambling. They're tired of looking around the market for a bunch of nonsense. They're tired of trusting unreputable sources or clickbait or people trying to sell them something. So come on and hang out, learn something. We got 2 minutes till we form our normal ranges, people, and then we're on to the races. Genuine? I know what genuine is. Just recorded our 4th episode of the podcast this morning. Good stuff. Talked about a couple of controversial subjects. A lot of stuff that, I don't really care about talking about, but I did because it needs to be talked about. And a lot of people want to know about. So cool stuff. It'll be looking for the podcast coming out in the month of June. It actually is about to be released, the first episode. It should be good stuff. I hope y'all enjoy it. Kind of stretching our legs, settling into the role of a podcast host. Trying to teach y'all a little something. Show y'all a little something about me, about the markets, about how I got here, other people. Currently sticking to the top end of the range here. Should you trade on Tesla today? I wouldn't know. I do not trade stocks right now. I don't follow, especially I don't follow Tesla anymore. I made my money from them in the fall and I got out. So I don't follow Tesla anymore. They're a little too volatile. They're usually contrarian to the market nowadays. When FANG is up, Tesla's down. It's just a little crazy. You know, going back from 900 to 500 to 700 to 600. It's just too big of swings. I don't play Tesla. I don't follow Tesla, but I am going to buy a Tesla though. My plan is to get one of them Cybertrucks when they come out. I love that thing. I want that tri-motor Cyber, baby. Beautiful, beautiful truck. It's like a DeLorean truck. Of course, I'm an 80s baby, though, so. DJ Roomba's knocking on my office door. Get out of here, DJ Roomba. I'm trying to work. What about Apple? Would I trade Apple? I mean, I have a lot of Apple in my long-term account, so I have a lot of faith in Apple. So I'll say that. Shout out to the 80s baby. That's right, Six Sigma. All right, so let's look. I still got Tesla up here. Let's look at the Qs. Qs are rebounding after this little sell-off. SPY still trading the top of the range. It's 9:06. Time to form the morning ranges. The bottom's already formed. We're going to move this one up to the top of the candle right there. That's the morning range right there. So as long as we form, stick to the top here, we'll see what happens. Maybe we could pop above and have a little range sesh. XLK currently top of the range. XLF. Popped in a little sell-off today. Yep, another range day. And I would like to, prosecution would like to submit evidence A, which is manipulation. That's what this is. Low volume manipulation. So that's it is. No volumes here. Everything, any kind of little bit of spike volume is going to throw this thing all around like a rag doll, and that's what we're seeing. And now here we are sticking to the top of the range. What does range day mean? Good question, Jake. All right, you got two main types of days. You've got range day, you've got trends day. What's a trend day? Well, we saw that earlier. Trend day is where it pops, goes higher, and keeps on going higher. Where you can kind of see, based on like if right here, if we were to go out, just pretend that line right there is the 8 EMA. And the price just keeps bouncing off the 8, up and up and up. It just goes up, down, up, down, up, down. But it always bounces off the 8, trends upward, trend day. So, what's a range day? Range day is, from morning open until 9:05 Central, which is 10:05 Eastern, we form our high and low ranges, which is what we've done. High price right here, low price right here. And then the price sticks in this range, hence range day. It bounces off the high, comes down, bounces off the low, comes up, bounces off the high. Maybe it pops above and comes back. Maybe it drops below and comes back, but it always comes back to the deviation, which is the range. It always deviates right back. Bloop, blip, blip, blip. That's range day. There's two different strategies to play. You got your trend day, which we buy and hold. You're expecting 25, 30% wins. You're going to buy that, hold that thing for a couple hours. Range days, quick in and out scalps. You're only hoping for 3 to 10%. 3% is a good win on a range day. You're not going to be greedy. You're going to pop in and out. You're going to get your money, going to get out. That's the only way to play it. If you try to hold out a win on a range day, you're going to get smoked. Because what'll happen, all right, you buy puts, you come down. Oh, I'm up 8%, 10%. I want more. I'm going to hold it. Well, it reverses on you. And now you're down 10%. And now now you're fighting theta. Coming down, all right? Well, coming down, okay. Now you're only up 5% because you're decayed. All right, well, it's back up. You're down 20%. Now it comes back down. Okay, now you're only up 4%. And every time you oscillate, your options get less and less and less valuable. And then finally, you come down here and you're still in the negative. You're still down 1%. Now the price needs to drop even more for your puts to become positive because of decay. So you never want to hold on range days. Take your profits, get out, get the money, get out. That's right, Mike B. That's right. Range a day, 40 seconds. Nice stuff, Night Frog. Yeah, good stuff. Hey, appreciate the super chat. Awesome. Thank you very much. More support coming from Night Frog. One of my long-term supporters. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate the support. Awesome stuff. Yeah, there are 2 ways to support the channel. Actually, 3 ways, technically. You could either join the Patreon. You got a lot of cool perks. A lot of cool stuff about joining there and supporting the community. Or you can do the super chat donation, just like Night Frog did. So 2 ways to support the community. Everything else is free. If you do want to join, if you do want to view the plays, of course, that's free. I don't want to charge anybody for that. But if you want a couple of extra knickknacks and to support the community so we can go forth and conquer, you've got the Patrons, you've got the super chats. Thank you all very much. So since I have an account less than 25, I should just trade with you on trend days to maximize profits. That's not a bad thesis. Trend days don't happen too often, so you may put on the sidelines for a while. I think a more pertinent statement would be to be very, very careful with your entries. So you really have to control your emotions. People think opposite of what they should. When they have smaller accounts, they think they should YOLO. They should throw 100% of them. I'm not saying you do this, Jack. I'm just saying in general. From what I'm seeing, people think that since they have smaller accounts that they should do 100% so they can get bigger quickly, where it's the opposite. If you have a small account, you need to protect your account and your profits vigorously, even more so than someone who's got a 7-figure account. Obviously, you should both ways, but I'm just saying you need to be very detailed because every loss is substantial when you've got a small account. You got to start building up. And if you pay really close attention to your position sizes, your entries and exits, and your losses, then you can start getting, all right, $100 account turns into a $500 account, turns into a $1,000 account. And in 2 years, it could be a $10,000, $15,000 account, $25,000. And the growth just keeps coming and coming and coming. And then before you know it, you've got a $25,000 account. And if you can grow a $500 account into a $25,000 account, you can grow it to 100K and then 200K and then a 500K. And it takes years and years, but you can do it. And that growth keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Catherine says, since we are in a range day, are we looking to play bounces after we exit the range? Good question, Catherine. I like it. Okay, so you've got the top of the range. Let's look up. All right, you are gone. See ya. All right, cool. Who asked me a question? Catherine. All right, since we're at a range day. All right, so let's take a look. Let's see scenario 1. This turns into a trend day. What I want for a trend day is we pop above the trend or pop above the trend line. We have price confirmation. Maybe we come down and bounce off the trend line. If we bounce off the trend line upwards, I'm playing that bounce once we have price confirmation on the candle. And here's what it's going to look like. I'll kind of give you a little, give me the verticals. All right. So let's say we get this green candle right here. What was that? Nope, I don't want that. Give me a trend line here. All right, so let's say we get this big old fat green candle right down. All right, and then we get, let's say we get another one. Next green candle, big old green candle. I want to buy, give me an arrow. I want to buy right there. Oh, nope, there we go. I want to buy right about there. I guess on the second candle. Because that's going to be the price confirmation. Once I see the second candle overtake the previous high of the previous candle, I want to buy right here because that's that price confirmation. Under volume. We need volume, though. That's the thing. We need volume. Because what I don't want to happen is this. You have this green candle. Let's delete this. What I don't want to happen is that you have this green candle, and then we get this. I don't want that. You always want price confirmation. You want it follow through. Carry up. Always up. Price confirmation is key in playing trend days. Once we get the break, it'll break. You just got to be patient. I use the 3 and the 5. I like to tie in the 3 and the 5. Need volume too. That's right. That's right. Trend days uses arrows. Range days uses smiley, frowny faces. That's right. There you go. Here you go. Big frowny face. Do you want to play the range? You do not want to play the range. You want to play the top sides, which is right here. There you go. That's what I want. Clone. Paste. Y'all are crazy. I've been scalping and made a few 2%ers already. Good job, Ben. Good job. That's how you do it in this market. I think the meat cyber attacks is keeping it from trending. Yeah. The range is based on some previous high low. Why not use the 1 minute on ranges? Because I don't trust the 1 minute. 1 minute is too fluctuating for me. It's not trendy enough. I want something a little more. It's got some time behind it to show that it's not just fleeting. Yep. So, all right, basically, what my range video or what my range scenario is from open until 35 minutes in, which for me is 9:05 Eastern Central, 10:05 Eastern. I set the high and low. So here we are at 9:05, which is my time, which is here, there. I set the high. I set the low. That's the range. Hey Google, send Roomba home. Sorry, I got a doc on Doc Roomba.
Sure, docking DJ Roomba.
All right, 12% on some puts, average down 2226 contract total. Seems like 426. It was top. Nicely done, Nemesis. Good stuff. I love those plays. 12% is fantastic. We love DJ Roomba. It does, DJ Roomba. All right, so currently top of the range. We're stuck to it. We're stuck to it. No break just yet. XLK, Qs are kind of trading flat after that little pop. What are the bonds? Bonds are trading flat at the moment. XLF up with a little bit of pop going here. So can you watch Bitcoin, please? I cannot. I don't follow crypto, so unfortunately, I cannot watch Bitcoin. It's actually named DJ Roomba. Yes, it is. I wasn't kidding about that. I sent everybody's Roomba home. I can do Alexa too. Hey Alexa, play Creed. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Great song, Corey. Great song. I love it. One of my favorites. That's actually my favorite song of all time because it reminds me of my daughter. Which plan? Are you talking about a tax plan, Corey? Jake? What kind of price action do you look for when ending a scalp on a range day? Do you still have to play the range on the range day? Do you still? No, if the range is what they give us, the range is what I'll play. What I like to do is for a pattern to form, to make sure it's a range day. So here, I want to see a rejection. And then if we start to see a bounce, then I'll start playing a call. I'll start paying the puts. But right now, I just want to make sure this is in fact a range day, unless we don't pop up and turn into a trend. So, Jake, I personally think it's an atrocious plan, but that's just me. And I think the markets will price that in. So, I guess from an analytical standpoint, the problem with that plan is everyone keeps saying, well, it only affects you if you make $1 million. It only affects you if you're a big-time player. Well, guess what? Guess who runs the markets? Not retail. The big players run the markets. So what do you think? I mean, it's just, I don't know. I won't go down too far that rabbit hole, but that's my thinking behind it. All right, currently popping the top of the range here. Let's take a look. I'll have my calls ready to go. I've got calls loaded up. 422 is June 7th. Currently trading at $1.29 each, and we are popping. Yeah, just wait till it's implemented, though. Would I ever consider running for president? No. I don't want no part of that. I would want no part of the presidency. It's a lose-lose situation. This day and age, it's a lose-lose situation. Not to mention, the presidents really don't have any power. You know, to me, we're too divided to have any kind of power. Yes, it is. It is selling and buying options. Long calls, long puts. What kind of confirmation are you waiting to jump in on calls? Price confirmations. Let me delete that face here. All right, so all right, we popped the top of the range here. That's not enough because this is just a little oomph, and then we come back down. You want volume and you want price action confirmation here. So, and I'll do this again here. So, all right, say this comes up. Say we got this candle come up. It's get a nice big old green candle. Everyone's gonna be euphoric. Oh, we need to get in FOMO. Get in on this candle. That's not going to be enough because what it could do is this. We don't want that. What we want is continuation. We want this, and then we want maybe this. That's what we want. I want to buy here. Or even a little bit higher. I want to buy like right here. And that's going to give me the price. All right, bulls are stepping in. The buying power is taking this thing up and above beyond pre-market highs, which is here. You take out pre-market highs and you form ranges, you form a high, that's bullish. That's very bullish. And as long as you do it with volume, I want to take it out here. This is called waiting for price action. Yes, you're going to give back a few percentage points, maybe not even that, waiting for it. But you're also going to lower the risk of this reversing on you and plummeting back into the range and wiping your call out. This is called waiting for the price action. Price action confirmation. Can't even speak today. Right here. So I hope that helps. Being smart, being patient. Because right now in this low volume stuff can be easily manipulated. Do you wait for a retest when it breaks the range? Yeah, pretty much. You're welcome, everybody. I'm looking for the candles here. So I want this candle to come. I want to see a big bullish candle, like something like this. If I saw this right here, I'm buying calls. As long as the price confirms that. All right, so here we got a little bullish action coming in here, but still very low volume, so I'm not getting excited. Now, the squeeze momentum is looking bullish. Let's look in the 5. Where'd my squeeze momentum go? My squeeze momentum just disappeared. There we go. All right, so that's looking bullish, and we just got a fire off of which is the gray candle, the gray cross here on the 5-minute chart. So that's good. All right, so now we're looking bullish. All right, the Q coming up, SPY, pop in the top range. So this is the price action confirmation. The price confirmation, still low volume though, but we're firing on all cylinders here. No freaking volume, that's right. Yep, you're welcome, feast mode. See, watch, see, we got to immediately have a red candle. Immediately have a red candle. That's why I'm waiting. I do, Shady Nasty. The 3 and the 5. 3 and the 5. All right, here. I was going to look out here. There's not too much resistance up here. We do have 422.85 is going to be the top. That's going to be the pivot, the northern pivot there. All-time highs is 422.81. That's what's printed on E-Trade, though. We have this little bitty node right here at this 420.89, which we're currently right at. We have this little volume node at 422.89. It could potentially provide for a little bit of resistance there. Extremely low volume. Look at the volume here. You see this thing just tapering off. No volume, blah, 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 blah. That's what you don't want to see. Until we see volume come into this, I'm not confident in this play. Yes, we have a big green candle, but there's no volume here. Which has been the same song and dance it has been all week. Switching over to the 5. Still hovering at the top of that candle. We popped up and we haven't moved. I do not want to buy that until I see them. Yep, 422s, Zach. 422s. Yes, I do, Keith. As long as there's volume. Right now, I'm just waiting for this. All right. That's right. That's right. Oh, you're definitely right, Matt. You're definitely right. For sure. I just want those warm and fuzzies before I take a position because I don't want this right here, right after I take a call. So what I would love to see is possibly a retest to the top and then go on up, which would be cool. So the Q's currently up here. You know, if of course we have to watch the Q's too. If the Q's break their session high, that's off to the races as well. So that's what I'm watching for as well. So you got a couple of things to interact with, and I want to see what the market is pretty much doing. If the market is a trend day overall, like Q's, then of course SPY is going to follow suit. But look, booyah, red candle. That's what I'm waiting on. There's your dip. And with some increased volume too. So let's look at the 5. Let's watch the 8 EMA. I might buy a call when SPY hits that 8. SPY loves the 8 EMA on trend days on the 5-minute chart. All right, the June 7th 422 calls currently trading for $1.37 each. I like it. Another 100 people on the Reddit community. Amazing stuff. Wow. We're almost 8,000 people. 2 months, 8,000 people. Incredible. Incredible. Currently 439 people watching the YouTube live. Awesome stuff. Congratulations. If you found this channel, welcome. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, please come over and join the Discord. A lot of cool information. Let's see if we can pop 8,000 today. Oh, I see, Simon. Yeah, someone to recommend. That usually had about 2 or 3 times a month we get a recommendation on Reddit, and we have a huge influx of members. So that's why every time that happens, we gain about 500 to 600 people. That's what happened last night. I woke up to 500 additional, and now we're trending upwards. So it'll be 800, right? If we hit 8,000, that'll be 800 people added since last night, since I went to bed at 11:45 last night. You'll be surprised, Ben. You'll be surprised how long that can go on. As long as the market it doesn't anticipate a big move, that's what will happen. All right, so here we go. We got this red candle sold off, and it's being bought up again. And it looks like we're maybe possibly basing for a little bit up. See, look, it's already starting to form the pattern on the 3-minute. We're bouncing off the 8, and then we've got the 5-minute here. So bounced off the 8 here, currently trending up with the 8. I'm pretty close to taking some calls. If I see this hold, I will take some calls. That's what I want to see it. That one, I don't know, Warfo. I've got all my settings turned to max. So I'll just check your internet settings as well. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate that. Thank you. I don't know, ABK. I don't know. All right, XLK is starting to roll or rage upwards. XLF is, let's see if we can get about the XLF off of the ADMA. That'd be cool. Qs are starting to go up. If they test session highs, that could cause some volume to come in, a little bit of buying. Right now, SPY is stuck right here. My squeeze Momo keeps going away. That's infuriating. There we go. All right. Yeah, so we're still firing on the gray cross here on the ADMA. That's good for momentum. Still increasing. Big candle, red candle on the Amazon, Google, trading flat. Netflix right here. Red candle there. Tesla. Oh, man, Tesla's looking feisty, isn't it? 0.5%. Yeah, Tesla's doing bad. Possibly. Yep, possibly. The Qs. All right, so here we come. We got this red candle here testing the top of the range, right back down. That's exactly what I was talking about. Perfect example. Perfect example. Qs following suit. XLF following suit as well. Energy sector up there. Okay. Look at that. Big old red candle ring right back in. Here's the good news, though. Here's the good news. Well, this is why you got to wait for price confirmation. Everyone wants to buy that pop above, hoping for a nice big old 50% range, but you got to wait for price confirmation. Wait for the price to tell you what to do. Nice job, Julie. Nice job. So, hold on, I got to text the wife real quick. She just sent me a message. Yeah, so you got to wait for price confirmation to bring this thing back down. You don't want to get smoked. I forgot what I was saying. Trade a cash account, hold your trade. But yeah, you just have to be very careful. Protect those profits. Protect those profits. Oh, yeah, I know what I was saying. The good news is the tighter that SPY consolidates, the bigger explosive a move you could somewhat reasonably predict, or assume, I should say, whether it be up or down. The more it consolidates, it's like a coil. You wind that baby up, it releases, boom, off to the races. The second you have volume injected into the market, you can have a $6 or $7 move in a single day. And I think that's what we're going to see. It may be the downside, it may be to the upside. Right now, who knows? There's so many variables up in the air. Jay Powell could come out tomorrow and say, you know what? I'm ready to retire. Let's commit career suicide. I'm shutting down the federal asset purchase program. I'm going to liquidate all the assets. Market goes to 380 overnight, 350. So, and of course, I'm being facetious. That's a little bit of an extreme example, but I'm just saying, you never know. There's so many variables up in the air. It's hard to predict. But when this finally does break all this consolidation, we can get $6 or $7 in a single day. If you look back in March, there were a few times that SPY moved $7 to $8 and even $10 in a single day. It can happen. SPY is capable of $10 move in a single day, so don't underestimate it. Nice job, Pop F Hill. Nice job. Volume broke 9 mil. Hope they stop QE overnight and put my puts print. So we're still holding the top of the range. That's fine. We got a wicked out here, almost a little doji. The Qs right there. I'm going to form their range too. Where's that? 905. Let's form theirs too. I want to keep track of theirs. There's that, and then there is their range. That's the Qs range right there. So they're definitely range bound. They haven't popped their range yet. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, you're definitely right, Ben. You're definitely right. So while we're waiting for the break here, if y'all have any questions, throw them at me. What do you got? I like talking to y'all. It makes the time go by quicker. So you don't want to sit here and listen to me drone on and flip back and forth between charts. So what do you got? Ask me some questions. You can post them in the Discord. You can post them in the YouTube live chat. Shoot me a DM if you want. That's fine. What have you traded other than daily SPY? I've traded everything under the sun, everything you can think of. Qs, SPY, all of tech, all of FANG, all of travel, all of everything. Cruise liners. My big players in 2020, the big players were Southwest, Boeing. I shorted Norwegian cruise liners like it was nobody's business. I think I shorted them like 50 times, over and over and over again. All of FANG, Apple, Tesla, Amazon, those are my big players. Boeing were my big players. What else? SPY, I made a killing on trading those. I mean, it is everything under the sun. Boeing was my big one. That I had a lot of faith in Boeing. I thought they were incredibly undervalued. And everyone's like, "Oh, Boeing's going to go bankrupt." It's like, no. Doing what I do, I know what Boeing does. I know how important Boeing is to the military. The government will never, ever let Boeing go out of business. So I loaded up on some Boeing, baby. Loaded up on some Boeing. And that paid off big time. Hertz? You talking about Hertz rental cars? Like when they went at it, when they declared bankruptcy and they skyrocketed because of freaking Reddit? No, that's crazy. That was the first. People don't talk about Hertz very much. That was back in the spring. Yeah, they don't talk about Hertz for that much. So Boeing's up to 257. I think it's still definitely a buy. I'm still adding it to my long-term account. It's still a buy. So you have to remember where it was pre-corona. Pre-corona. All right, going back to SPY. I don't want 4X. Let's come back here. No, X that out. I'll just use my watch list. There you go. All right, back up above the range. Still trending right here. Both. JCon. I did both. All right, big old green candle here on the 5-minute chart. Getting right back, bought right back up. Still playing the little range. No, I play at the end of the year. $463 people watching. Thanks for being here. Good stuff. How do you control emotions while trading? That's a good question. That takes experience. You can't flip a switch and be all of a sudden be zen and control your emotions. So it takes experience. You know, it's unfortunate. That's the way it goes. And the more you trade, the more you lose, the more you win, the more you can judge yourself. I remember back in the day, I used to be euphoric, over the moon whenever I get a big win. Yeah, it's awesome. Let's keep doing this. I'm Wolf of Wall Street, baby. I'm a real trader. And then the next day I'd lose big. Oh, this is terrible. I'm the worst trader ever. Why me? Why did it have to go down right when I buy the stock? Blah, woe is me. And I used to do that. I used to ask myself those exact questions. Literally, like throw a cup. Literally, right when I bought it, it tanked. Well, there's a reason why. Because you are buying at the exact wrong time. I don't know what I was doing. So you have to control your emotions. And once it got to the point, like when I bought it, when I had a big win, okay, no big deal. When I had a big loss, whatever. You know, I trust my system. I'll get it back. If anyone is a golf fan, there's a great book called The Big Miss. It's the book that Hank Haney wrote about Tiger Woods. Obviously, it was very controversial. But my point is that there was a section in there where when Tiger met his new wife, and she was behind the scenes with him one day after one of his big wins, one of his big major wins. She was all excited because it was her first win as Tiger's girlfriend. And she was telling the story how she was all excited. And it's like, yeah, Tiger won. Let's go celebrate. This is awesome. Yay. And Tiger was very stoic. He was just, okay, business as usual. And she was like, hey, let's go celebrate. Let's go out to eat. Let's go drink. Let's go have fun. And Tiger was like, why? This is business. This is what we do. This is business as usual. Why would we celebrate something we're supposed to do? And that's the mentality you have to have as a trader. This is business as usual. This is something you do over now. When you're 65 and you're sitting on $7 million from a lifetime of profitable investing, profitable trading, diversified portfolio, 7 sources of income, trading, long-term, 401k, TSP, rental income, then you can become euphoric. Then have fun. Then have fun. Then be happy. Right now, there's nothing to be euphoric about. There's nothing to be upset about. You're going to have losses. The second you can come to terms with the fact that you're going to lose money, you're going to have losing trades, the second you can mature as a trader and actually do this right. Embrace the losses, become a profitable trader. No, I didn't say before I get happy. I said before you become euphoric. Before you can put your hands above your head and say, look at me, I'm a profitable trader. You can be happy. Money is not tied to happiness. Money is not tied for happiness. I was talking strictly in the bounds of euphoria and patting yourself on the back. Thanks, Night Frog. Appreciate that. Paying for some wisdom. I love it. Yeah. It's just something I want y'all to realize. It's all about controlling your emotions. You can learn the best technical trading system in the world, and you're never, ever going to be profitable if you can't control your emotions. In la cabeza. That's 6 inches between your ears, or 5 inches, depending on how big your head is. Would you say this is consolidating at the bottom of new range? That's right, Sheldon. I would. Let's see if we can consolidate and pop higher. I did not make an entry. In fact, where'd my trading watch list go here? Yeah, appreciate the support there, Nightfrog. You're awesome, man. That's your second one of the day. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Now I picked 422 calls, 417 puts. I agree with you, Matt. I do agree it's going to be a green day. Just unfortunately right now we're waiting for some confirmation. Hey, thanks, Delver Buzz. Appreciate that. Another super chat, $5. I appreciate y'all. I'm glad that some people can listen to a few good things, words of wisdom, because I have a lot of experience, and I have a lot of experience because I've lost a lot of money. I've been there, done that, with a lot of zeros behind it. Any updates on OM merch? Yes. The stickers should be in this week. I ordered them a couple weeks ago. Between printing and cutting, that many of them should be in this week, and then after that we have shirts. And I'm still in the process of trying to find a reputable good cup. There's a whole bunch of places you can get a good cup, but I don't want the little rinky-dinky 11-ounce cups that are so small, and like you can get them a dime a dozen. Usually it's like corporate stuff. They buy them to throw in gift bags. I don't want that. I want a good, nice, big, like 16-ounce cup. And I want y'all to have like the OM logo on. I want it to be good. Like if you're going to buy something, I want you to get a good quality product. So I'm still looking for a good product that's not going to make me charge y'all $25 a cup. I would like to bring it down to like a reasonable price. So, oh man, thank you. Another $20, I guess, $20. I'm not sure what the exchange currency is on that. I apologize, but thank you very much for the super chat donation. I appreciate that. Awesome stuff, man. Y'all are so generous today. I love it. I love it. Chinmay, I hope I'm not butchering your name, but Chinmay, thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. Y'all are awesome. Rupees. Okay, awesome. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad I can help y'all. That's absolutely right, Ali. That's absolutely right. Since I've focused purely on SPY trading, I've definitely grown more consistent, more profitable. And of course, it makes me happier because I'm an outdoors guy. Hiking, fitness, kayaking. I've got a bunch of kayaks. I've got my own gym. Like, I'm a very outdoors, very active guy. I do not like sitting at the computer all day, trading 100 different stocks, flipping through all of FANG, flipping through Bloomberg News, Market News, CNBC News, Yahoo News, Twitter, social media, looking for breaking. I don't like all that. That's not me. And I got to the point where I was burnt out. I was ready to funnel all my money into real estate. I was tired of it. And then I kind of stumbled on this SPY system by accident. And here I am. It's made me happier. I could sleep at night because I'm not holding anything overnight. I don't have to worry about flipping through 1,000 charts, looking for setups, sitting in front of a computer all day. Although, ironically enough, that's exactly what I'm doing because I'm trying to build this brand for y'all, which is great. I love doing it. But it's a bigger purpose because now instead of looking for setups, I'm sitting in front of a computer trying to help people and trying to teach y'all and try to grow a brand. So it's a little more substantial, a little more satisfying for me. But yes, it's kind of one of those things. Would you rather be good at a lot of things or a master of one? And that's kind of what it is. I'm mastering SPY. And if I could show that to y'all, it's a win-win. No position yet, Framingham. Still watching. We're consolidating at the top of the range here, figuring out if we're going to buy puts or calls. Puts or calls. Hydro Flask. Yeah, eventually. I kind of want to get a few base things going now, like a shirt, a coffee mug, sticker. I think the next thing I'm going to do is a nice hat, like a high quality nice hat. And then after that, I'll take requests on what people want. But I think what I'm going to do is just do kind of like limited runs of everything because I've got 5,000 people. I can't order 5,000 shirts. I'll just see what people want and go from there. 473 people watching now. Let's see if we can get this maybe over 600 today. I would like that. Chief says, I have to admire your tenacity. If you suffered the losses you had earlier in your career, I'd never trade again. I got close to that. Rakesh says, why did you choose 417 puts? They offer the smallest delta. If you look at the delta versus premium ratio, the percentage return, that's what I like to look at. Percentage return. Yeah, sure thing. So the indicators, can you tell us about the indicators you use and the importance of those indicators with a price action? I use very basic indicators. I don't use stuff that draws lines and stuff all over it. So obviously the EMAs, which is 82134, very crucial. A lot of big people use those EMAs. I use VWAP. The high-low pivots, which you see, great pivot lines, usually correlate to the range is what we form. Good stuff. And the volume profile, which is my favorite, and I think the most important, arguably the most important. And of course, the squeeze momentum. I won't go over the squeeze momentum. I got a great video about that. I'll let you watch. The volume profile, same thing. I'll let you watch that video. EMAs, the price loves to correlate with the EMAs. As long as you find that setup, you can pick out entries and exit points. All that said, you have to use all your indicators in conjunction with each other. Big dip on XLK, big dip on the Qs, big dip on SPY. So the Qs are starting to fall back in towards the middle of the range and dropping back down. Right back down top of range. Green candle formed right up on the red. You want to see pics and videos of my gym setup? Yeah, I'll take another one for sure. I think I posted one a long time ago in the fitness section. I'll see if I can find another one. You're welcome, Shivnay. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? You're from India. Cool stuff, man. My next door neighbor has just moved in a couple months ago from India. Awesome stuff, man. Really cool people. Some of the best food. I tell you, I've never had Indian food before they moved in. And they are gracious enough, and they constantly bring me Indian food. They just walk over, knock on my door, say, hey, I made this. We had some extra. Would you like to try it? I said, I'd love to. And the first time I tried it, it was like, I can't even explain it. The best thing I've ever put in my mouth. Like, I am addicted to Indian food now. And the thing is, we only have one Indian restaurant in our town, like within probably a 45-minute drive. And we go there, but the food that they make next door is way better than this restaurant. So anyway, I love it. I love the food. I love the culture. It's made me want to visit India. It's meeting these people, meeting my neighbors. Absolutely, yeah. They're holistic vegetarians, so it's like all their stuff is vegetarian. And I try to reciprocate, like bring food that I make to them. But I'm a very big meat eater, so it's very hard. I have to like think of dishes to make to bring to them that are not meat. So unfortunately, I can't top their level of cuisine genius. Why did you pick the 417 puts? They offer the smallest delta, which is counterintuitive to your policy of picking options with the greatest deltas. All right, here's the deal. So let me take a look, and I'll answer your question for you. Let me bring up the options chain. Yeah, exactly. I don't even realize you're eating vegetarian because it's so good, so flavorful. All right, so the 422s, 417 puts, June 7th, the 417 puts. They are trading for 81 cents a premium right now. The deltas on them are 25 cents on the 417 puts, June 7th. What's that percentage return? What's 25 divided by 4? Here, let's look at it. Here we go. So the deltas are 25 cents. The premiums, 81 cents. So that's 30% gain per $1 move of underlying price. That's why I choose those. That sticks with my benefit. Anywhere from 25 to 30% gain per $1 movement of the underlying price, which is SPY, I like to trade. That's usually where I stick at. So look at more than the delta. You got to look at your percentage return. Same thing, Matt. The 422 calls, currently trading, what's that? The delta on the 422s is 38. So 38, and the premiums are $1.21 right now. That's not right. 0.38 divided by 1.21, 31%. So right there. And that, honestly, I don't even look at deltas anymore because I've done this for so long with this system. I narrowed it down to that. So, when I first started this system, I did 0 DTs, I did 5 DTs, I did 8 DTs, I did 2 weeks, I did 4 DTs, and I narrowed it down. And there was a common theme. Usually, every one of my calls that I went to buy was around the $2 mark, give or take, like $1.50, $2.30, right around that $2 mark, with a delta that yielded me 25 to 30%. It was like clockwork every time. So I don't even look at the deltas. I just pick $2 to $3 strike, and I go from there. And now I'll adjust as needed. If like last week, the implied volatility was super low, so premiums were super cheap. It was ridiculous. It was like 7%, 6% implied volatility. So premiums were inherently cheap. So you can get calls very cheap and puts very cheap. So, you do have to adjust it per the market conditions. But my baseline is that. Oh yeah. See, if you look at the Greeks. If you watch my Greeks video, Matt, if you look at that, the at the money, to me, you either want to take off inside the money or you want to go. If you want to take risk off the table, go deep in the money. And then if you want some returns, go outside the money, which is obviously more risky. But the at the money, to me, I never ever trade at the money. Never. Absolutely, Caleb. Great job. I don't. It doesn't affect me, D. It doesn't affect me. That's the thing, Matt. Now, I've done this for a while, so I've built a consistent winning system. So 85, and I think right now my system's right at 85%, give or take. It wasn't 91% in April. It's dropped to 85%, which is fine. But I trust my system, so that's why I'm able to do that. And I know my play. I know I can pull the parachute cord and get out of there before I put myself in a hairy situation. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Big volume on the sell right here. Currently top of the range. If this continues, big sell off on the XLK there, big sell volume. If that continues, I'm going to grab some puts and ride this baby to the bottom of the range. So currently testing the top of the range there. Not looking good for a trend day so far. Yes, sir, Chief. If you look in the resources channel, you'll find a link to the download for my profit and loss trend sheet tool. Should we sell now? Well, I'm not holding a position. So is that noise rain? No, my housekeeper's here is cleaning the house. So I've got my office door shut, but you hear my housekeeper. Apologize for that. Let's see. Do you calculate that delta premium ratio by hand, or is there a way to add it? I do it by hand. I just use a calculator. I take the delta divided by the premium. You get your percentage return per $1 move of underlying price. What's your pattern for BIC and DTE? For example, you can capture high delta premium ratio on DTE right now. So right now, I usually stick to $2 to $3, and I'll adjust it there. If it's a big difference, I'll just stick to it just from familiarity. But I will adjust as needed as the market fluctuates, as market conditions fluctuate, as the delta fluctuates. I'll do that. Does DJ Roomba stare down your housekeeper? They have, yeah. See, they do. I'll tape a knife to DJ Roomba. They'll kind of have like a standoff. $464 people watching. Let's see if we can get this thing on the 600. OM, would you consider an AMA on Reddit, which can be stickied? I don't know what that is. I'm still new. You have to realize I'm still new to Reddit and Discord. I created this because I wanted to help, and it blew up. So there's still a learning curve to the technology side of things, the Reddit and Discord. So bear with me. But yeah, what's an AMA? I'll be curious to know. Volume up to 11 million. Yep. Currently sticking at the top of the range. That's a good idea. I like that. Well, look at the Greeks, Matt. Look at the Greeks. So, all right. So at the money right now, let's take a look at, 420, 421. Those are at the money. Let's look at both of them. Let's look at the 420s. Give me my calculator. Currently sitting at the top of the range. I'm watching that closely. All right. So the 420s, 0.56 divided by 2.32. That's a 24% gain. That's 6% less. Let's look at the 421s. 0.48 divided by 1.75. That's 27. That's closer, but still less. So take a look. Yeah, take a look at the deltas, and then you've got to bring in the Vegas and the implied volatility, and that's if you're doing longer term holds, of course. For scalps, the other Vegas really aren't that. Delta is the only one you really need to look at for scalps. Yeah, I do suggest going to take out my options trading video about the Greeks. Big video in the works is a options trading for beginners. That's the new video I'm going to do. And that one's going to take a little longer because I want to put a lot of thought and emphasis into that. I want that to be kind of like my quote-unquote flagship video where everybody, from somebody who's never even heard the word options to a seasoned trader who just wants to, brush up on some things. I want everyone to be able to watch this video and like it. Plus, it's always good to get a different perspective. Might be neutral, but is a big volume candle, but ended up being almost a push on the price. That's right. That's not a good sign. When you have a large influx of volume and a very small change in price, it's not necessarily bullish. Well, that's a hedge against risk, Matt. I use time frame to hedge risk. Sorry, apparently I got pneumonia or something. All right, yeah. So I implement more time to hedge risk. No, absolutely. And if you look at Luca, who's in our Discord, he's my main mod. He plays zero DTs like a champ, and he'll bring out 175, 200% gains. But they're very, 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 very risky. So I bring in days to basically. Here's what I'm looking at, Matt. The overall theme here is I'm understanding that I'm not going to be right all the time. So the whole name of the game is managing your losses. That's how I tailored this program. So these DTEs that I choose, the 4 to 7 DTE, the $2 to $3 in strike, if I buy a call and SPY begins to fluctuate in a reasonable range, let the price breathe, do normal price fluctuations, I'm not going to get crazy stopped out. I'm not going to get uncomfortable with a big loss. I have no problem taking a look, watching a 6 or 7% loss, waiting, and it turns into a 20% gain. There's nothing wrong with it. And these DTEs allow me to do that. It allows the price of SPY to fluctuate within a normal, healthy range, making me go red a little bit before it turns and goes positive, before being stopped out, or before becoming very uncomfortable. If you choose a 0 DTE and SPY fluctuates $1 or 50 cents, you're going to get smoked out. You're going to blow your position up, and it'll make me very uncomfortable, and I'll close that position very quick. It'll lead to more losses. So that's why I choose that. And then longer DTE, not enough risk. If you get a big move in SPY, you're not going to make that much. So it's the great balance between risk reward. And that's what works for me. And it could not work for you. Some people may want more risk. Some people may want less risk. But for me, it's a perfect balance between risk and reward. 15%, Denise, normally 15%. Sometimes more, sometimes less. I do not have a watch list SPY video. That's a good idea, Dennis. I'm actually going to make a note of that. Watch list video. Watch list video. Watch list video. Good stuff. It was a pop-up video reference. Nice, Devlo. Man, I didn't think anybody was going to get that. 90s flashbacks, baby. I got stopped out of 10% stop load too soon and we use 15%. Yeah, see, if you go back and look at my profit loss sheet in the chat in the Discord, you'll see when I first started this Discord, I took like 3 losses in a row. All 3 of those were 10% because I got stopped out at 10%. And all 3 of those went on to be 20% plus wins if I would have held on. So because of that, I adjusted my stop loss to 15%. And that's just part of adapting your strategy. Rakesh, that's pretty much the gist of it. I mean, there's definitely, that's the foundation of it. The $2 to $3 away, 4 to 7 DTE. Matt, it's very safe. That's why I pride myself on the system, because it is very safe. It's very simple, very safe, very repeatable. That's pretty much it, Ben. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist. I like that tune, PZ. I like that. Ball G, I like it. OCD, I like it. Yes, yeah, volume is the only thing missing for us jumping into calls here. But the thing is, what kind of volume? If you have a large influx, look at this. I mean, we had this huge influx of volume. Huge is relative. And then very little small price movement. So that's not that good. Like the price is sticking to the top range. Now, if we do get volume and we start climbing higher and get a little Scott Stapp Creed action in here, then we'll buy some calls and ride it up. But right now, there's no point in rushing a call. Trade as if you only have one trade a day. Make it count, and then go from there. If you get a great win, cool. If you get a second setup, cool. If you get a third setup, great. Take that. 3, 4 trades, great. But don't force it. Trade as if you only had one trade a day. Make it smart. Make it count. That way you can start the day strong. Here's what I do. If I get a good 15, if I start the day 15, 20% win, I'm great. I'm happy. Yay, it's awesome. 10%, awesome. The next trade, no matter what the situation is, just by principle, is always a smaller amount. And that's the way that I keep my profits in my pocket. That way, if I lose that second trade, I still got money in the bank, baby. Well, yeah, obviously, Matt. Yeah, as long as you're right, of course, any system will work. If this is a gold mine idea, which it seems like, then you have convinced me to move from 0 to 5. Well, it's a gold mine for me, Matt. I'm hoping to everyone else it can be a gold mine for everybody else too. So I've done very, very well with the system. Thanks, MMA. Yeah, let's smash that like button. That'll help me out tremendously. I guess there's something called YouTube algos. The more likes and the more it pushes your videos. So we'll see, Ian. We're starting to we just popped the session high, so that's a bullish indication. Let's see what the Qs are doing. I've been yapping my gums off here. Qs aren't really following suit that much. XLK is right up here. What's the financial sector doing? Still trending up, bouncing off the 8 and 21. I like that. Let's go look back to SPY. Do I have a dog? I do not have a dog. I've got 3 little ones that keep me well occupied. It depends, Matt. I go 4 to 7 DTEs. Like yesterday, I did a 4 DTE. Today, I'm doing a 7 or 5. 5 days. So yeah, it depends. It depends on the market conditions. Yeah, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe, smash that like button. It helps the videos, helps the channel. All right, here we go. A little more green volume coming in. The squeeze Momo is still green or still dark on the 3 minute. Let's go to the 5. 5 minute is looking good though. Big old candle here, and just waiting for follow on. What's the Qs doing? Qs is starting to pop. Same thing with the Ks. What's XLF doing? Still climbing. Looking bullish. Looking bullish. All right, now we've popped session. We've broke highs 1, 2, and now 3 times. So that's a very good indication of a bullish day. So I'm close. I've got my calls loaded up, ready to go. I'm ready to buy on a moment's notice. Currently trading $1.40 each. Giving back profit is the worst. Which guy, Ben? Let's see. A little bit of volume here. A little bit of volume here. I'm pretty close to taking a position. I'm going to pre-type out my entry. I'm not in a position, but I'm going to pre-type it out in the Discord. And that's in the OM Only's plays. June 7th, 422 calls. That's what I'm looking at. Man, that's so low volume. Look at that. I mean, even the squeeze momentum is dying off because there's so low volume. It's just popping on nothing. So the Qs are bouncing off the 8 on the 5. That's good. SPY way up here. Can I explain what a squeeze is? You're talking about like a short squeeze? Oh, you're talking about the squeeze Momo. Okay. Here we go. So the squeeze momentum indicator is this right here, this red and green goo. You've got the bright green, dark green, bright red, dark red, gray cross, and then black cross. So what a squeeze is, let's see, let's go back and look. All right, here we go. See how there's several black crosses right here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 crosses in a row. So when you have this, when you have the black crosses, that indicates that your price action is in a squeeze. Your buyers and sellers are duking it out. They're a tight range. There's not one winning after the other. And it's usually correlated with a price consolidation. When you get the gray cross, that means buyers or the sellers have stepped in and taken it higher. Here's a black cross. All right, here. You've got a gray cross, immediately goes black, back to green. That means the green candle upwards, the buyers have stepped into the upside to take the price higher. It's a momentum squeeze. That means the gray candles mean the squeeze has been released. The price goes upward, you get your momentum. And opposite for the downside. There's a great video I made on it, posted on Sunday. Go take a look. In my educational series, Squeeze Momentum Indicator. Yep. Just low volume. Look at it. Just no volume stuff. So, Good job, Eddie. Nice job. 15% small position call. I like it. You're probably right, Nick, because now you have to start dealing with gamma, which fluctuates the price of delta. So yeah, obviously as you increase, your gamma is going to start coming to play and affecting it, which you need to adjust your deltas. So since we're now up here, I'll probably go with a 423. You're absolutely right, because we're already at 421. So let's switch to 423s. I think you're probably right, Sigma. I think you're probably right. See no all-time high by Friday. So let's adjust my watch list accordingly. Yep, that's right, Chief. Honestly, I don't trust this right here because there's no volume. That's the problem. Even the squeeze momentum is starting to die off right here because there's no volume. Viking Trader, thanks, bud. I appreciate that. $2.99. Awesome stuff. Thank you for the support, for the super chats. Awesome stuff. A lot of people joining the Patreon and the super chats today. Great straight stuff. Thank you very much for your continued support. You're always out there for me. Thank you. Yeah, no problem, Nick. More pop than sell-off. Do I sell the squeeze Momo? Yeah, so good question. I'm just looking back in the questions here. So if I was holding a call, let's say theoretically, all right, let's go back to a better day. Today's a bad day to analyze. Okay. Let's go to the SPY. I want to go to the 3 too. All right, here we go. Here's a good example on the 3-minute chart. So you buy here, which is a squeeze momentum indicator. You got the release to the top. You got the green, bright green. Everything's good to go. So you would buy here. It would continue to climb. First sell indication, I would sell on the dark green candle. So right here. This is a textbook example. So I'd sell here. It'd be a fantastic exit because look what happens. Dies off, plow, right back down. So if I'm going by the squeeze Momo, you buy the first gray candle or gray cross, green candle, and you sell the first dark green candle. I don't even wait for the gray cross, the black cross. because you'll give back all your profits. So, yeah, good example. Good question. Like the questions, man. Like the stuff. Nice job, Corey. Great job. It's a nice 5% win. I'll take that all day long. Do you ever sell calls and buy puts when you exit a trade? Or do you just take profits and be done? Sometimes I'll do that. That's a quick flip, though, and situations have to change drastically. That happened a long time ago. Excuse me. When Biden first announced that, first even hinted at the whole corporate tax thing, that was back in, I think, April, and the market just tanked very quickly. It was a bullish day. Like, things are green. And then, pow, it dropped like a rock. And I switched. I went very quickly, went from calls to puts. So I sold calls, bought puts very quickly. What's the best way to make single donation to Viking just like did? Lucas said YouTube. All right, yeah. If you want to make a single donation, the Venmo would be best, Bob. If you want to join the Patreon, obviously Patreon's great. It's a monthly thing. I have a lot of stuff open up. For those new, we are doing a podcast, which starts, we're going to release it this week. So the podcast will be the big one for the Patreon only, and plus the Patreon, you get the live chats that go along with the streaming here with YouTube Live and the Discord. 10% off merchandise, that kind of stuff. But if you want a one-off, you can do Venmo, and I'll post the Venmo link here if you just want to do an individual payment to Venmo. I'd appreciate that. Thanks, Bob. Thank you. There you go. Today I did a call, then immediately to put for 15%. Nice, Toasty. I like it. Retesting 421. Exactly, Mike. You're exactly right. Yep. All right, let's take a look here. XLK, that's starting to dump. The Qs, XLF. Things are just grinding. Big pop in the materials sector. I like it. Anticipation. Right now, Toon P's like right now. We're just waiting. There's a lot of ups in the airs and stuff, and everyone's just sitting on the sidelines until, maybe a circuit breaker happens. Yeah, if y'all wanted, I posted the Excel sheet tracker with the formulas locked, so people didn't go deleting stuff and mess everything up, and I get a lot of requests to change it and all that stuff. So I had to lock the formulas, and they could input the devices. So if you want me to unlock it, I'll be happy to. I got a lot of requests for that anyway, so. So the queues are popping again. SPY, what's there right up here at the top? Still waiting. 94 cents. I got June 7th, 423 calls, 95 cents each. I'll switch out to the 15. That's what the 15 looks like. Very bullish on the 15-minute, but decreasing volume. Doji candle red right there. Just went red. So yeah, I've seen a lot of talk in the SPY exchange room about people losing a lot of money on chop sale. So don't think that you have to trade chop. Chop is difficult to trade. Like, you have to have very strict processes in play to trade stuff. Now this is a little less chop than usual because it's kind of upward trending, but it's still difficult because it's like there's no volume, so you don't have much confidence in your plays. So don't feel like you have to trade this stuff. Go enjoy your day. Go enjoy your life for a few days, and then come back when we have some volume. I'm kind of the same way. So like, it's like I don't have much confidence in this. Like, it feels like it's gonna drop just because there's no volume. Like, the single little bit of volume is gonna take it down to the ground. What do you mean, Cammy? You mean all of it? Oh no, that's not good. Hey, DM me. Don't just leave just yet. DM me. Let's figure something out. Oh, you're killing me. I was like, uh-oh. So I thought we could work something out. It scared me there for a sec. I was ready to keep it alive. I don't want y'all leaving. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help y'all, figure out your losses, not just your wins too. So I don't want to see people run. It scared me there for a second. All right. Weed coin. All right. Goodbye, weed coin. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Hit the trail. No, I'm not going to say dang, see ya. That's not part of it. I'm here to help. And Jason's got it. Trust me, I've been force closed. I've had a margin call. Long time ago. Not a fun statement. Not a fun day. Corey, it's funny. Beat it, nerd. All right, currently traded 95 cents. Those premiums haven't moved a cent. All right, what else we got? A lot of questions just missed. Yeah, Beef Casino. Just wait for that volume, man. It's hard. It's hard. If we were on a Patreon, how do we access your personal budgeting tool? I want to budget things better. It's about to come out here. I'm going to release that thing early June. I've got an awesome personal budgeting tool that I've used for many years, and I'm kind of tailoring it, just adjusting it, tweaking it for the OM community. It's going to be awesome. And yeah, I'll release that here to the tier 2 people coming out this week or next week. Update on stickers. They're in the mail. They should be here this week. What sort of things might drive volume? Everything. News events, circuit breakers, president speeches, Twitter, geopolitical climates, anything. A certain limit being hit. Algos coming into play. Sorry, just doing a few things. Give me a second. All right, little sell here at the top of the range, Foreman. Still waiting. Nothing fun to trade here. All right. Here we go. SPY right here. Big sell right there on the 5 minute. Let's go to the 3. Hang on to the 3 a little bit. Cannot wait for the podcast. I cannot wait for y'all to hear it. It's fun. It'll fun. Easing into things, it's kind of like the first episode was kind of like that awkward, how do I do this? I don't know what to do with my hands. Like, how do I get this started? How do I talk into a microphone to nobody? And then, kind of grow into it. I like it. I'm excited for y'all to hear it. I'm going June 7th, Whittler or Cody. I'm just trying to be a little more risky here, but you never know. I don't blame you for going 4th. Missing some questions. Here we go. No, hey, there's no such thing as a noob question. There's questions. I still have questions. I've been doing this for a long time, and I still have questions. I talk to people in this community that make me feel like a child. There's certain people I talk to behind the scenes in DM, and we're talking, having conversations, and I'm like, it's like a 5-year-old talking to Albert Einstein about math, and I've been doing this for a long time. So there's always questions to learn. There's always questions to ask, and you just never have to be. Once you bring an ego and you quit asking questions because you're afraid of what people think and ego, you're gonna limit yourself so much. And that's everything in life. And maybe that's just the military pilot side of me. We're always taught to ask questions, to figure it out, put your ego aside. So that's just part of it. I possibly should have gotten the double top. I really want to squeeze every pen out of it. Well, we're still waiting. The day will come when we have our moves. It's all relative, Bradley. It's all relative. Intensification says, hi, I'm brand new here. What's going on? Make sure you like and subscribe to the video, by the way. Appreciate it. Could you please explain where you took the blue line and what the orange line is? Yeah. So every day between morning and 9:05 Central, which is 10:05 Eastern, I form the low and high ranges of the day. So that would be here. This is the high of that range. This is the low. Bam, bam. And that's the range I play. In the afternoon, I delete these lines, and from 12:30 to 1:05 Central, which is 1:30 to 2:05 Eastern, you do it again, and you delete the morning ranges. And that's the ranges you play. Yeah, no problem. Feast mode. Settings on VWAP. Honestly, I've been looking for a good VWAP setting. This is the one that I found. It's just the basic VWAP. Let's take a look at it. Right here. On the and I tried to find one because there's a crap ton of them on TradingView. I tried to find one that kind of matches up with the E-Trade one so I can use them cohesively. Nope. Framingham, I joined my morning lines at 9:05 my time. So here we go. This is the previous day. So what I do is I wait until 9:05, which is 10:05 Eastern. I'm in Central Time. All right, here's 9:05. You can kind of see the time frame down here. 9:05, which is right about here. So what's the highest time before, the highest price before this time? Right here. So I draw a line. Boom, right there. What's the lowest price before that line? Right here. So I draw a line right there. That's my morning ranges. I'll wait till 35. I don't know, Mark. I'm not sure about that one. 2 o'clock. 1:30 to 2 o'clock Eastern, Sam. Why would two people downvote? You're offering help for free. There's always someone's going to downvote me. That's fine. I'm perfectly fine with this not being everyone's cup of tea. Some people want YOLO. In fact, there's a dude that only talks about AMC and GameStop, and he's got 25,000 people following his channel on his viewer, like 25 people viewing his live streams. And I've got 500. That's fine. I get it. People want the flashy, the glammy, the sexy. That's cool. I'm not glammy. I'm not, it's not glamour. This isn't sexy. But it's consistent and it's profitable. And when I release my 1-year returns at the end of the year, we'll see who's sexy. That's fine. I'm not a fan of weak one either. Goes along in anything life, though. If you have everybody liking you, you're not being your true self. You got to throw your stake in the ground. Some people aren't going to like you. That's fine. If this was basketball, you are Tim Duncan. I'm not sure who that is. I'm not sure what that is. Who that is. That AMC GME dude got people wrecked the first 6 times he was on live. I was there. And you know what? He's still got 25,000 people watching. That's the thing. Maybe one day I'll have 25,000 people watching, but until then, we got some work to do. What's up, Will? Oh, there you go. I'll take Tim Duncan all day. Yeah. I'd rather be respected than isn't that right, Chief? Isn't that right? Part of great thing about being a leader. I'm not saying I'm a leader, but I'm an officer in the military, and they teach you leadership skills. I'm obviously operations, so I'm not in management, but they teach you about leadership. I got distinguished grad in officer school, so I did something right. But it's all about being there for your people. It's about doing the right thing, not what everybody wants you to do. That's the same thing with stocks. It's the same thing with me being options millionaire. Ooh, options millionaire. Well, I'm just trying to do what's right. I'm trying to teach you all the right thing. And some people aren't going to like it, and I'm completely fine with that. Sandeep says, hats off to your patience. I've been following you for a few days. Really great listening to you. Never seen a guy with this patience. Well, thanks. I pride myself on patience. I am not the most technically fancy dude. There are people that can throw down technical jargon and indicators and EMAs and all this stuff. It's cool. But I am not a technically advanced person. I pride myself on risk awareness and patience. That's it. But I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. That's right, Simon. There's nothing wrong with following a fad. If you want to go follow GMC and AMC, that's fine. Just use, please, proper risk assessment, proper position sizes. My problem comes in when these kids, 18, 20, 25-year-old kids, are YOLOing their entire portfolio into a position. It's insane. It's insanity. Thanks, Julie. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, Chief. I appreciate that greatly. Thank you very much. What is the name of the gray shelf indicator to the right of your price action? That is called the volume profile. Volume profile. Here, you know what? I will post you a link to my video. A lot of people have been asking about it, so. I apologize if you have brief moments of silence. I've got about 1 billion DMs coming through my message right now with all this huge influx. We've had about 2,000 people added to the community over since last night, and they're all messaging me. So I'm trying to manage keeping everybody happy. So answering questions. Let's see here. Implied volatility at AMC is 440%. That's the definition of insanity. It should be called insanity volume or volatility. Insanity volatility, not implied volatility. It's crazy. Are we going to trust 8 EMA today? Looking like it's bouncing off and on. Here, let's go to the 5-minute. Let's take a look. Oh, this is a crucial point here. This is a crucial point. Whether or not we're going to do that. All right, playlists. Where's my educational content? Playlist. There we go. There we go. Volume profile. There it is. I've got a whole ton of videos. All 5 of them. Had to sort it out. Bear with me. Just kidding. All right, here we go. There is a link to the volume profile. I recommend you take a look at that. It's about a 10-minute video. Good stuff. Second mortgage on GameStop. Got it. Nope. Just kidding. Just kidding. AMC is really up 40% today. Somebody said that. Wow, $44. Are you kidding me? Hold on, I got to text a dude at work. A dude at work I've been giving him crap over because he's holding like 10 grand worth of AMC. I got to text him. Hold on. I got to text him. I hate you. There we go. See what he says. I'll turn on Phone My Loud so you can hear when he replies. Here we go. All right. You got plenty of mods and admins right now. I do have a lot. We're obviously going to have to expand as we keep growing. This is starting to get a lot of people. So especially if this keeps up, we'll have 30,000 people by the end of the year. It's just crazy. I love it. That's right, Ben. Thank you. I do look at ES pre-market for sure. Yeah, AMC. I can't believe that's insane. I've been giving him so much crap too. I'm like, dude, you got to dump that crap. Look what happens. Rub it right in my face. The second I go back to work, he's gonna rub it in my face. Yep, I don't touch him. I don't touch him. That's right, Dennis. Yeah, there's no volume here, so that's why I didn't buy in. And guess what? The calls are cheaper than they were earlier, so I'd have lost money. I'm buying calls on OM. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yep, that's right. You've got this implied volatility, which is incredibly, incredibly high, 400% on AMC and SPY, or I'm not SPY, the GME. And really a high-level definition, or not a definition, a tidbit about implied volatility is that implied volatility usually reacts strongly when you go from an unknown event into a known event, because implied volatility is the market's anticipation of a large move. When you have AMC that's just outrageously overpriced and crazy skyrocketing, and you've got what happens when that unknown event becomes known, or when that large pop in price or that large event happens and implied volatility goes way down. That's called the IV crush, implied volatility crush. And what happens? What is implied volatility? Well, what's associated with implied volatility? It's called Vega. And if implied volatility tanks, your Vega is going to wipe out your position. It's absolutely going to wipe out position. You could be right and still be wrong. You could be right about buying a call, price action goes up. If it doesn't go up enough, or if implied volatility crashes while the price only trickles up, your position is absolutely going to get smoked. It's called IV crush. And it happened left and right to people buying puts and calls on GME and AMC back in the winter, in the late winter, early spring. I'm trying, Attila. I'm trying. Not necessarily, Dennis. It's just all relative. If you had to trade, let's see, if you had to swing overnight options, what DTE would you look at? Probably about a month, a month out. Snooze fest. All right, Q is finally trending up a little bit. Riding 8 EMA. XLF currently trading right there. IB Crush. Thanks, BK Randy. Appreciate it. That's right. Yeah. I was definitely talking about buying options, like long calls, long puts, not writing or selling. So. I appreciate that, Attila. Thank you. Calming voice. I have a calming voice. No, absolutely, Cammy. I think it's a fantastic strategy. It's actually one I'm getting into. I'll be doing some of that behind the scenes as well, just to take advantage of these theta days for sure. So soothing in the morning. Welcome. This is Options Millionaire, June 2nd, 2021. Wednesday morning. ChopFest 2021. What is an options chain? If you go in, what broker do you use, Tobias? Yeah. I don't want to be I have a personality. Cool. I like to have fun, but I don't want to be this crazy, wacky, jumping around dude. So I'm just glad y'all are here. I'm glad you like to listen. But I also don't want to be NPR, playing jazz, smooth jazz in the background. All right, cool. Open up your Power E-Trade, and I'll show you an options chain is, Tobias. If you go into your Power E-Trade, and if you go into my YouTube channel and you watch the How I Execute Options on E-Trade, it'll show you the options chain. So open up Power E-Trade and click on the options, and that's the options chain. You got all the different options, you got all the different volumes, all that stuff. Good stuff. See you, Henny. I don't blame you. All right, the Q's right now currently increasing SPY. Looks like we're dipping slightly below the 8 here. Let's see what happens. Smooth Creed in the background. I love that. NPR playing Scott Stapp. Let's take you higher. Creed in the background. 101.5 The River. You do listen to smooth jazz in the background, though. That's funny. Well, right now I'm looking at my call position, so I'm not in any, but I'm watching the ordered form. 89 cents a piece right now. If I would have bought over here, I'd be losing money right now. Tobias. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, keep researching. It's a great thing. That literally sounded like a radio personality. What's Tesla doing? I haven't looked at them. Holy smokes, they're down 3%. Man, they're terrible. God, that's why I stopped trading that, man. Hey, stop trading that. New member here. What's up, Jesse Jones? Thanks for being here. You got a 417 strike put for Friday. You think I should cut my loss? What expiration? Oh, I guess expires for Friday. Okay, so that's a 3-day DTE, 2-day DTE. So, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but we have a strong resistance at 417. You got to look at the resistance. It's going to require something to bring us down to 417. If it does go to 417, we're going to 415. So, You got to look. You got to wait. You got to look. I don't know. Me personally, I wouldn't take that position. I don't think we're seeing that. Now, JPOW comes out Friday, and we've got DOM numbers coming out. We got job numbers. So what happens if one of those is bad? That could be the circuit breaker, because right now we're consolidating for a bigger move. There's no volume here. The longer we go in this little chop fest, no volume nonsense, the bigger the move is going to be. Now, what your question is, do you want to go up or do you want to go down? And that's the question you need to ask yourself. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. What was that movie with Jim Carrey? Anchorman or something like that? I don't know. Do I live in Toledo? I do not live in Toledo. KSBY, OM, the smooth sound, SPY station. AMC hitting all-time highs. I just grabbed some puts. I am 4 for 4 stop loss on my calls today. The last one with 15%. Nice. Good job, Denise. Bruce Almighty, that's what it is. Yep. You're welcome, Jesse. Bruce Almighty. Yep. Fire margin build for us. SPY finally got a little selling action coming in. Slightly increasing volume and selling volume here. We're just watching. All right, let's zoom out a little bit. I'm going to take that off. All right, so see, we have this huge node, 419.47. We have massive support right here. We came down. We didn't pop out of the node, jump back up. And that's because for so long we've been consolidating in this range. Since the 24th. A week, we've been right here, just putting along. But below that, it's 415. There's a little bit of 417, but there's some at 415. That's the big one. So if you drop below this, we go to 415. Mastering the Trade, that's a good one. Where do I get my knowledge? Hedge Fund Market Wizards, which is a very macro book. So, yeah, I learned from a lot of reputable people. I followed reputable people on Twitter, social media, see how they traded, read books, watch YouTube videos, read all that stuff. AMC is still raging. Crazy stuff. Let's go back to the 1 day. And of course, market experience. That's the biggest one. Oh no, I dropped my lines. What happened? There we go. All right, we're heading back toward the range. Market Wizards is a great book. Fantastic book. 550% IV on AMC. That's nuts. See if we can bounce off that range. Thanks, Cammy. I got smoked last year trying to trade options and lost over $20,000 in 2020 trying to start over with a small account and be more disciplined. That's right, JCon. Sometimes that's the way to learn. You just got to lose. Let the market roll up that newspaper and pop you on the nose and say, no, I'm taking your money and you're going to restart and you're going to relearn how to do this. That's what it did to me. I lost $56,000 in 2 days. I blew up 98% of my account in 2 days when I first started doing this almost 9 years ago. I know what it's like. How? Margin, baby. Margin. Margin. We doing SPY. That's right, Cammy. That's right. We doing SPY. So let's take a look around the market, seeing what this is like. So, man, Q's dropped down and bounced off the VWAP test on the 3-minute chart. Let's check XLF. XLF, same thing, doing VWAP, finally cracking. Do we get some cracks in the some kinks in the armor here? What's going on? SPY jumped through whatever that nonsense VWAP is doing, jumped through the 34. Did anyone scalp the 1 minute? I was too chicken to jump in. I did not scalp the 1 minute. So look, all the EMAs are starting to converge. And that's what we call the Italian pinch. Right now, below the 34. And approaching VWAP. All right, y'all wrap up the AMC conversation. I want to get off AMC. It's garbage. Garbage. All right, 3-minute chart, 821 starting to converge. That's funny. Well, hey, Matt, tell your buddy to go join my Discord and take a look at my profit loss. There you go. How long has it been since you took a really bad loss because you did something you should have known better? December. So here's what happened. I had a killer 2020. I did very, very well. And my biggest win, the biggest single day of win of my career happened in late November 2020. The biggest single day win. So I was a little cocky, a little arrogant. Hold on a second. What's going on? What's everybody talking about in this thing? Stupid AMC. Hold on. Haven't made any plays today. All right, cool. All right, anyway. Yeah, so, I had my biggest win of my career in November. I got a little cocky. Biggest single day win of my career. I got a little cocky, and I held on positions too long, and I got smoked in December on a couple of plays. So that's kind of like, that was the final straw, because after doing, this whole time I was doing very well in SPY, SPY. And I was like, oh, well, after this, I had my money. I was ready to go off into the sunset and trade some real estate. And then I started looking at my trade log, and I was like, a little bit of red, a little bit of green, 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 red, red, a little green, 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 red, red, green, 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 green. But the common denominator was every time I traded SPY, it was green, 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 green. I was like, why is that? I started looking into it. It's kind of resistant to news and hit pieces and earnings reports. And I was like, interesting. And I started focusing on that, and my win rate skyrocketed just simply by focusing on SPY. And I started learning everything I could about SPY, reading articles. How do the VIX tie into SPY? How does the sectors tie into SPY? All this stuff. And here we are. So I'm just telling you what works for me, Matt. There's plenty of strategies for a bunch of other people and a bunch of other justifications. I'm not saying everyone else is wrong and I'm right. I'm just saying it works for me. I publicized my strategy back in March, and 8,000 people later, it seems to be catching on, slowly but surely. We'll see. Different strokes for different folks. Blue's out there now to summon formation. Awesome stuff. Take a picture for me. That'd be awesome. I'd love to see that. Incorrectly assuming all of your position sizes are equal up to 500% since February. No, it's not that high because I'm not using 100% of my portfolio. The only way to know is to follow my strategy for a month. There's my Discord link. Go in there and check out the Getting Started channel. Dante says, Buongiorno, everyone. First time I am here. Hope to learn more on the options. Yeah, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. I assume Italian? Yes? No? Thanks for being here. Let's learn a little something. Go into the Discord. Meet people. Learn. A lot of cool people there. Learn from me if you want. Toasty Spy says, I've been following for about 3 weeks. I've never traded, and my win rate is 81%. My portfolio has gone by over 50%. Awesome stuff. Hey, Toasty Spy, post that in the testimonials room if you haven't already. Thanks, Dante. Thank you for being here. You're welcome. All right, here's the situation. Here's the briefing. It is currently 1100 hours Central Standard Time. We are currently at the top of the range. We formed the range at 0905 Central, 420.83. We are waiting for this thing to pop down back into the range or skyrocket up. We'll see what happens. Oh, that's not the right one, Matt. Hold on. Remove. I forgot. I put a dot where I should have put a /. There you go. Thoughts? And if it goes up or down from here, yes. Scalp, scalp, scalp. I will let you know in about 20 minutes. Currently top of the range, red candle forming right there. Q's here, K here. What's the VIX? Haven't looked at the VIX in a while. Down, bottomed out. We may see a little downside. If we get some increase with the VIX, I might take some puts. All-time highs this time tomorrow. I hope so. Hope you're right. Only if VIX rises would I consider buying puts. Feeling very bearish. Feels like a bull trap. Possibly. Either way, it's a boring trap. No way. Really, Toasty Spy? You got my strategy written on a whiteboard and them all mirrored on our T-Desk. Awesome stuff. Thank you very much. I love it. Here we go. How often do I stream? About every day. I usually, around about now, I sign off because I have a lot of stuff I got to do. Not to mention, sitting here doing this, it's boring right now. That's a great way to learn, writing it down. Writing it down. Oh, man. Boring stuff. So XLF is starting to decrease a little bit. Qs are starting to drop. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Right at the point of control. I haven't talked about the point of control, but the Q is starting to break down below that. Where's SPY at? Point of control is way down here for the SPY. All right, coming down back again towards the top of the range. So Q's starting to dip below the range. What's happening? What's happening? XLK, XLF, XLE, raging. Everything except energy is starting to dip. Could get interesting if Q drops below that volume shelf. Yep, that's right, Ben. You're that's right. All right, so K is dropping below the 34. What are the Qs doing? SPY. All right, what the heck? I'm going to take some puts here. I'm seeing a little breakdown. I'm going to see if I can get a breakdown. 417 puts. June 7th, 4/2/17 puts. Currently trading 73 cents right now. I'll fill at 74. End of 74. All right. Q. Taking a small position here. I'm going to write this down so nobody will freak out on me. Small position. Trade at your own risk. I want to break down. Is that clear enough for everybody? what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing XLK roll, finally drop below the 34, and 34 in the 5-minute is a very strong support. The Qs drop below their volume shelf. That could bring it down. And then you've got your XLF. Got this red here, starting a downtrend. Maybe we'll get a little downside. So, what's my target? Let's see what my target is. I'm in at 74. 81 cents would be 10%. So, oh. Excellent. Everything is starting to roll, so. That's what I'm saying. You know, Q's starting to, once Q brought, see, look at that. See, I saw Q. It dropped through the volume node. That's support. Once I saw that, I was pretty confident in my position. And look, it's going down towards the bottom of their range. And SPY with it. I'm not going to be greedy with this. I just want a little percentage gain. Just get me rolling on the day. XLK is about to drop through their support. That could bring it down. XLF, if that rolls, SPY is going for a bath, baby. Now I'm looking at SPY. So, yeah. Currently up 7% on these babies. Let's see if we can get a little more. I'm going to hit sell in a second if I get this. So, if y'all are trading this position, please be on your toes. I am not going to hold this very long. I'm currently trying to get, I'll look at 79 here. If I see any strength, I'm out. What's Q doing? Q's starting to form a base. 77, 78. What's XLK doing? Starting a base. See if I get 78. See what we can do here. I'm watching this thing just come down. Blah, blah, blah. 77, 78 is the ask bid. There's a little dip. There's 78, 79. There's 79. Give me a little more red. I'm watching the candles here. Watch this. Oh, there's the dip. Yeah, baby. Come on. Take it out. So, yeah, now we have the reshuffling of the eights. Currently ask is at 80 cents. That's what I want to see. What did I say? 81 cents was 10%. $0.81 is 10%. That's what I'm shooting for. There's your 81 there. I'm up 10% on these babies. Y'all be ready. If you're holding on me. What's the Q doing? There you go. Q's dropping. Look at the volume nodes. Right here. Watch for his volume. Watch for a little support here at the volume. We're approaching the volume node in SPY on the 5-minute chart. And 82. Can I get 82? Can I get 82? 82. Can I get 82? There's dropping. I've got my finger on the order button. There we go, baby. There's 83. Can I get 83? Come on, give me 84, baby. I'm still waiting. There's 83. I'm sorry if I'm not responding much. I'm just watching the price action here. I don't want to get caught up. All right, we're approaching the point of control in the 5 minute. There's 84. I've got 85. Let's see if I can get 85. I want 85. Can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? All right. There's 85. I'll take 84. Closing 84. All right. Coming over and posting. There's 84. I'll take that win all day long, baby. See what happens? I was watching that volume profile. Once I saw the Q drop, boom. Awesome, awesome stuff. I'm out. I am out. Blah. I'll take it. Now, we'll see what go from there. If I need to re-enter, I will. If I need to re-enter, I will. Because I'm not being greedy. This is a range day. Things are breaking down, but I can always re-enter a play. QQQ is at the bottom of the range. They're touching their volume nose right here. It could bounce. It's at the bottom of the range. It could bounce off their range, which will manipulate SPY. SPY is right here. It's currently hitting their volume node. It's reaching their point of control. I don't want this thing to bounce and come back up and smoke me out. You do not be greedy. On range days, 14% is fantastic. It's absolutely incredible. 14% on a range day is fantastic. So I'm out. I'm happy with it. Great job, daily success. I love it. Yeah, and guess where? Hey Matt, guess where 420.08 is? It's the point of control. There's a huge volume shelf there. Huge. Not saying it won't tank again, but I can always re-enter. Hey, 4% is fantastic, Noverbuzz. Right now, I'm still looking at the 417 puts. This thing very well still could come down. If Q drops, this very well could still go down. Good stuff. Good stuff. Got in at 74 out of 81. 9% gain. Awesome. Great job. No worries, Chief. We'll get you another one, buddy. We'll get you another one. If I see this break down below point of control, I'll take another one. I'll take another put. If I see it bounce, I'll take a call. Wow, $60. Are you kidding me right now? Holy smokes. Wow. Booyah. Currently trading 83 cents each on those. All right, sorry. Take a look around. Greed. I don't want to be greedy. Thing is still tanking, though, and I'll re-enter if I need to. Cocoa bean, I can always enter, but I can't get my profits back once I lose them. So Qs are dropping down. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. We're testing the point of control. That's my only concern here. Qs are dropping bad. So this could be something that pays off. But here, let's see. We keep getting. Let's go to the 1 so you can watch the candles manipulate off the point of control. The point of control in the 5 minutes right here. It's right here. So that price is going to be stagnant. Even lower on the 3 minute. Look where it bounced off this morning. Do you think that's a coincidence? It's not coincidence. My first successful trade of the day, 1 out of 5. Thanks, Denise. How many options do I trade? I don't give out my position size or how many, because I don't, it's not pertinent. I don't think that helps anybody, but anywhere from 1% to 20% of my portfolio I'll put on one play. If I'm confident, I have no problem throwing 15, 20% out there. I just don't. But it's got to be very confident. Toasty Spy, you shouldn't have to refresh your Power E-Trade. That should be live streaming. Tesla's about to pop below 600. That's crazy. SPY is hanging on for dear life. Bouncing off the POC in the 5-minute chart. Look at that. Bouncing right off of it. The Q's right at the bottom of their range. That's why I closed the position, because it was nearing their volume profile node. I didn't want them to bounce off that and get the bounce in SPY. SPY's getting a little bounce, though, so I'm very happy with my close at the moment. I could regret it later, but right now I'm pretty happy with my close. I'll take it. See what happens when I'm patient. I'm patient all day long. I'm sitting here watching that crap. Boom. I see a position. I jump on it like a lion going after a gazelle. Arr. You got to wait for the right moment. My Power E-Trade's on the money. It's not delayed for me. You're welcome, Austin. All right, somebody asked something else. No problem, Preston. Thanks for being here, buddy. Thanks for being here. Good job, New Zealand. Green for the day. I love it. Can you review the last play and how you know when to go in? All right, let's take a look, Will. Thanks, Denise. Appreciate it. All right, so let's rewind. When did I post that? Let's find the exact time. So about 11:20. Let's go back to 11:20, which is my time, which is right here. So let's go to Q, because that was my first indication. Q started breaking down right here. When I saw it broke below their volume profile, which was about here, I was like, okay, Q's dipping, K's dipping right here. XLF has started to dip. SPY quite hadn't done it yet. They got right here. I was like, well, they're at the top of the range. They have room to fall to get inside the range and the bottom of the range. I thought it was a high confidence setup. Still with a low volume chop, I wasn't going to put a large position size in there. So I took my position size, threw in the put, got it filled at 74. I was trying to get 73. I got 74. And then away we go. Everything tanked. You're not going to be greedy. Then the exit, I saw it come down here. I saw Q approaching their volume node. This is why the volume profile is my favorite indicator. It's arguably the most important indicator you could have in your profile. I saw it approach the volume node right here. I knew they were going to have some manipulation of the price at the volume node. So I went to SPY. Where are they at? SPY is also approaching their point of control. That's two different indications. I got Qs approaching their volume node. I got SPY approaching the point of control. I pulled the parachute. I'm out. So very good entry, very good exit. That's an example of a prime setup for your system. All right, my current power E-Trade has 420.38, and it matches on the trading view. So mine's synced up. Thanks for the play, OM. Pulled a Luca and did a 0 DTE. Walked away at 26%. Well done. Well done. A little more risk than I'd like, but hey, 26% is 26%. Can't blame you for that. Great move. You well, Wilhelm. What's the POC? It's called the point of control. That is the highest distribution of volume on that particular time frame on the volume profile. What does all that mean? That's a bunch of fancy talk for having a whole crap ton of volume at a specific price. So here you go. You got the volume profile. Point of control, you got a crap ton of volume right there. Buying and selling. A lot of support. Let's come take a look over here. Booyah. 379 people watching. Let's see if we broke some records yet. Oh, we got 5 more people to hit 3,000 on YouTube. 5 more people. We need it. We need it. We're almost to 8,000 on Reddit. We're almost to 3,000 on YouTube. Is it better for a new trader to get one option, or would it be better to get more? More of a scalp move. It depends. If you're learning a new system, any system, you need to go small until you learn it. Talk like me more. I'm what you would call a day walker. My family's from New York City. They're quite the strong New York City, Long Island, deep New York accent. And then I moved to the South, the deep South, when I was 4 years old. So I kind of have a neutral accent. I can kind of, do impressions of both. Oh, I see, James. Yeah, you're probably right about that. Sorry, I didn't know that. All right, so currently hanging out right in the middle of the range, which is no man's land. You don't really want to trade no man's land unless we have a significant breakdown. But look, the volume profile is turning out to be on the money, accurate. Volume doesn't lie. Volume doesn't lie, people. Price bounced right off the volume node at the bottom of the range. And SPY, it bounced cleanly off the point of control. That's why I have. That's why I have them, baby. So when you say deep South, is that Florida or Texas? Somewhere in between. Dun, dun, dun. Himanshu, I only do SPY, so I don't do analysis on everything else. Let's get the car and go to the bar. Y'all are silly. Sorry to bother you, just trying to gobble up as much knowledge as I can. You're not bothering me, Jesse. What's up, buddy? Or female? I'm not sure. Is it better for new? Yeah, okay. There you go. Hope that helps. Let's see. I'm following using 0 DT and immediately set a 10 to 50% and then set up the modify order so I can drop the position. Okay, good strategy. I like it. Alabama here. I like it. My mom is from Long Island. My dad is from Buffalo. My dad moved to Houston and raised my brother and I. We even sound the same age. Small world. Yeah, I feel you. Eglin, maybe, maybe not. Still a sell on SPY. Right now, it's nothing. I'm just waiting. We're right in the middle of the range. So if we break through the point of control, I will take more puts. Reason why I'm asking, I was born in Texas and I live in Florida. Very cool. You know about the Saints? You're talking about Louisiana? No, I ain't no Louisiana. All right, so we're getting a little bit of bounce here action. Let's see if it folds through. That's funny. I'm from New York City and just moved south. Yep, a lot in common. I do. If you go look at my educational videos playlist under my channel, Jesse, you will see the volume profile I just posted a couple days ago. Who dat? Yep. I'm giving this 15 more minutes, people, and I'm probably going to jump off here. I got some fitness I got to do. I got some lunch I got to eat. I got some stretches I got to stretch because my back is smoked from sitting down. I still haven't got my stand-up desk in yet, so all that kind of healthy stuff. Oh, man, yeah. that is a relocation lottery. Awesome stuff. You're welcome, Jesse. So things dumped, and then they tired out. Sandy, that's funny. Man, there's a lot of veterans in here. I love it. I didn't realize we had such a high concentration of military people. Very cool stuff. What would you need to take calls here, OM, if bounce off the point of control is still in the range? Yep. So that's the Qs. Qs are getting a little bounce here. Now you just want to see confirmation. Are we getting a little bounce, or is this going to fizzle on down? So you see this? This volume pickup, that's what I want to see. You see this? This is what I want to see. This little stuff, it's like, eh. So the EMAs are starting to shuffle to the downside. If this thing bounces off the 8 and goes down, I'll take some more puts because that might push through the point of control. If it pops through the point of control, I might take a put. It'll go against my idea of not trading in the middle of the range, but if it goes to the point of control, I might take a put and come down. Great job, Howard. Yeah, absolutely. You know, everybody on my base are like trading degenerates. I think it's because the military people might be more risk tolerant. So, yeah, but you know, everyone's talking about trading. Everyone. Oh yeah, Mike. See, you gotta watch the indicators, man. You gotta watch the indicators. What's that, Alpha Wog? How do you know that's top? The top is soon. That's the whole point of Steven. Yeah, that's Steven. It's the discipline. I think discipline is the number one indicator of success. Motivation is fleeting. It's BS. Bull-shnikes. Anybody can be motivated for a moment in time. Every single person on this earth at one point is motivated to the highest degree at some point. But discipline is what separates those that win from those that lose. When you're absolutely tired, you've got a headache, it's cold outside, the last thing in the world you want to do is go work out, and you still go work out, that's discipline. Because you don't have motivation then, it's discipline. When everything in your gut is telling you to buy calls, even though the market's starting to dip, and you don't buy calls, that's discipline. You wait for the signal. And it takes experience. Big David Goggins quote right there. Man, I love David Goggins, dude. I love David Goggins. I do love some good motivational videos. I'm actually considering doing a motivational video. Like, I found some cool music. I'm a huge consumer of motivational content, like David Goggins' book. OM won't even say BS, you know. What's the Q's doing? Right here. Awesome, Slade. Yeah, buddy. It's amazing what obstacles you can overcome when you imply discipline. But please no back. Is there background music now? Let me see. Yeah, sorry, I forgot I even have my background music on there. My bad. Could you recap how you played today's scalp? Yeah, I'll do it again. Yep. Jocko Willink is a number one proprietor of discipline. I've read all his stuff too. All right, so here. Let's go back to SPY. 1220. Right here. I see the price of SPY starting to break down. It's starting to approach the top of the limit. My first question is, does it bounce off of this top range and go higher? That was what I was afraid of. So I started looking around the market. First stop was Q. At 1220, the Q started to break down into the range. Now, the first indication was they break down below the point of control. Then they finally pop out of the volume node right here. I was like, okay, it's starting to tank. Let me switch it out. I go to the K, technology sector. It's doing the same thing, popping through the point of control. Things are getting a little hairy. It's going to bring SPY down. So I took a put right there, at the top of the range. It broke down into the put. Now, I'm thinking about where do I exit? My first stop again was the Q. Q starts approaching their bottom of the range and their volume node right here. I go back to the SPY. On the 3, I was looking at the 3-minute chart at the time. It was approaching. Where was it? It was approaching the point of control here on the 5. So I elected to close that position right here. Because the QQQ was approaching their bottom of the range, SPY was approaching the point of control. I thought that the price somehow would be manipulated there. Whether it bounces and goes up, whether it consolidates, something was going to happen. So I elected to close a position, and it worked out pretty well. Point of control. You're welcome, Gordy. Another 5 minutes here and I'm jumping off. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all being here, but this is some boring stuff. I was able to happy to squeeze in the trade though. I'm not psychic. I just read the indicators. Yes, I did, Devin. Yes, I did. I guess I was using I know I said the 3, but I guess I was on the 5 because I was playing that off the point of control, so which was on the 5. All right, Corey, see you later, buddy. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Tell me about it, Department of Car Stereo Repair. Tell me about it. That's time frame dependent. That's just for this particular 5 minute. How much was made on the last put call? I don't post my dollar amounts, Nathan, but I made 14%. No worries, Cammy. I forgive you. It's all right. You've been good to me, so. You're welcome, New Zealand. Thanks for being here. I'll definitely be back tomorrow for sure. For sure. Booyah! 3,003 people. I just hit refresh and crossed over the 3,000 mark on YouTube. Awesome stuff, man. Less than 2 months, 3,000 people followed me. I love every one of you. I love every one of you. Greetings. Where did you say you could learn more about how you use the volume profile? If you take a look at my, if you go into my YouTube channel, click on playlists, then go to educational videos, and then go to volume profile. So, what's your full SPY watch list? Do you mean like the tickers I follow Or do you mean like what I'm looking at in terms of calls and puts? You're welcome, Ben. You're welcome, Troglodyte. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. And we're about to pass 8,000 on Reddit. We're at currently 7,971 people. About to pass 9,000 or 8,000. All right, tickers. You've got the sectors K, F, E, B. Some are more important than others. I did not buy AMC calls. I did not. No. I love y'all too, Denise. Thanks for being here. Financial sector, material sector, technology sector, energy, all that stuff. I like to have an entire market sentiment. Up here, I've got FANG plus Microsoft. I like to take a look at all these. It gives me a good tech feel. Up here, you've got the futures. You've got the bonds, which your bonds are down here. You've got the yields. You got SPX. You got the VIX. Y'all killing me with the AMC stuff. Killing me. Where are we at now? 57 again? Whoop-de-doo. It'll be at 20 next week. SPY. In fact, I may go buy some puts. Just kidding. I won't do that. Is that a C-130 in the background? It sure does sound like it, doesn't it? That is the whatchamacallit? The vacuum cleaner upstairs. My house cleaner is vacuuming upstairs. Right above my head. Thank you, Venkatesh. I hope I didn't butcher your name, but thank you very much. I appreciate you subscribing to the channel and supporting us. So, did your friend sell? Nope. I just texted him. No, wait. Hold on. He's replying now. I said, were you still holding today? Because I said, I first texted him. I said, I hate you. And I said, were you still holding today? I'm not sure about that one, David. I know it's different on different platforms. I'm not sure. But it's just history of the making, regardless of a crash. Yeah, I understand. Is that a C-130? Nope, it's a Dyson. Maybe, Cammy. Maybe. Thanks, Toasty Spy. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for being here, buddy. First time here. I love it. Hope you're here every day. Thanks for joining. My buddy's got 160 shares now of AMC still holding into today. Interesting stuff. He sold 75% of it back when it was in the 20s. So, but he still did very well. He was holding since $7. Unbelievable. Booyah. Maybe one day we'll be at OM and strong enough to influence a spy to move this season. Maybe if we got 100,000 people all buying something, maybe. I don't know. You're funny, Cammy. You're funny. That would be awesome, MMA. That'd be awesome. If we got 90,000, that'd be fantastic. All right, y'all. Well, that is 12 o'clock my time, and for me, that's lunch. I got to eat a little lunch, get a protein shake, and go do some fitness. I got back and biceps today with a little bit of rowing, a little bit of strength and fitness. I love it. You got to keep your body sharp to keep your mind sharp. So having said that, thank y'all for being here for the morning session. Easy 14% gain this morning, some 10, some 9, a lot of other stuff in between. So y'all been awesome. I appreciate the new influx of people. If you're new here, please go take a look at the Discord, hang out in the SPY exchange room. Talk to the mods, talk to the people, talk to the Titans in there. You've got a lot to learn. You can learn from me. You can learn from them. You can learn from everybody. A lot of cool stuff. If you're new to the channel, please like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get notification for all my new educational content as well as whenever I go live. So make sure you hit that notification button as well. You can follow us on Instagram, options.millionaire on Instagram. I do have a you do have a TikTok account too, but I haven't started posting much in there. I got to figure out some time to start making TikTok videos. So you can follow me there at Options Millionaire. And of course, last but not least, you can email me, optionsmillionaire2020@gmail.com. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. If you do decide to make a trade, please be smart. Wait for the proper indicators. Be patient is the name of the game on days like today. I promise if you're patient, you'll see the trade jump out at you, just like that one we did today. If you have any questions, please DM me on Discord, or you can @ me at any of the rooms. I appreciate y'all. It's been awesome. Let's have a good rest of the day. Let's come back tomorrow, make a little more money, and learn something together. We got 2 more days after today. I may be back for an afternoon session. I'll let you know. Either way,